All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hope everybody's doing well. Let's make sure I got that on right. I got that on blast. I got that on right. What's happening with everybody, man? DJ OC, my man. What's going on, man? Big L in the building. What's going on, DJ OC? Melvin Rush in the building. What's going on, man? Much love, brother. I get to gong orange from the jump. Orange for the jump, from the jump. Much love in that super chat, bro. Orange from the jump. Appreciate you right out the gate. Say good morning, Martin and chat. Waiting to get the day going with this boxing talk. Yeah, it should be good today. Because, man, I am not happy, dog. That's what you get when you put the zone, when you get a Dazn card. I don't care. I ain't got no proof, but I am going to say it because I believe it. Man, I am not. That undercard that is at least the stuff that has been announced. Man, God, dog. Wow. Okay. Man, I can't even tell you, man. I want Gervonta Davis to knock out Ryan Garcia as soon as he walks in the ring. I ain't gonna lie. I like Ryan. I like Gervonta, man. And I do want the best fights to take place at lightweight, despite all of the arguments I have to have with certain other fan bases because they go sycophant on me. But dude, there's only one fighter that they put out there so far that I am anyway remotely interested in seeing fight, and that's David Morrell, who's fighting at Beko. I can't remember his first name, like at Beko from a Ghanaian fighter, right? And you know what that means? That means that David Morrell is going to punch on him for about 5 or 6 rounds. You know what I mean? But he's going to punch on him. He's going to punch on him for a while, man. And he's going to be a tough, kind of rugged fighter. Usually, stereotypically tough, rugged fighter. That's going to eventually, wind up losing a fight in a landslide, but strong enough to go the distance. That's typically what I see out of Ghanaian fighters. But the rest of them, you have the second card. The second one is a rematch between Gabriel Rosado and somebody Koskeki something the second. Not even gonna waste my time with that one, right? So with the name of that one, but it's a rematch with Gabriel Rosado. A Gabriel Rosado rematch. That has Dazn all over that one. And then there's another one. Now, this is a guy that was fighting on a PBC card, though. I want to say his name's like Isaiah Gonzalez or something. I'm probably killing his name. Matter of fact, let me bring it up so I don't have to get it wrong. All right, so I don't have to get it wrong. Because you better believe I didn't commit these to memory. Matter of fact, I would have to commit these puppies to memory. Yeah, Elijah Garcia versus Kevin Salgado. That is, those guys are what you call, that's a prospect right there. Elijah Garcia. Straight prospect. ESPN level, 4th from the top level ESPN prospect. Now, my understanding is that they're going to have Truck Simpson on the card. And there's also other fighters. There's obviously, because they only announced 3 fights. That, from Michael Benson, that there should be more. But we're getting mighty close to it. So, hey, man. Oh, God, man. That one fight, Gabriel Rosado versus Bektimir Melazukiev, man, you got to be kidding me, bro. You got to be kidding me. Anyway, Avery Jackson in the building. What's going on, man? What's going on, Kenneth Wallace? What's going on? My guy, Bully Bread Kennels in the building. Good morning. Drago Rock, what's happening? Be Easy in the building. Big Block. OG Sean the Dawn, what's good? Mike Cardenas in the building. Asante L, what's happening, sir? Will Wright said trash. Yeah, it's not good. That's not good, bro. Signa. Yeah. No, Cena. It doesn't say, it says Sina. It's not Signa. It's Sina. Sena. According to the spelling of Michael Benson, which, you know, he's a pretty reliable cat. Pretty reliable cat. Soda Black in the building. What's going on, man? Yeah, we're going to put some links in the chat today. That was actually fun yesterday with Bradley Savage. I can't lie. I had a good time with that one. I got to put time limits on cats, though, because I lose my patience with all of that stuff. What it do, fam? Be more stand up. Yes, sir. Tara Sims, sister, how you doing? One Body in Yahweh. Good morning. Good morning. H-Town 713. What's going on, LaMarcus Robinson? Always good to see you, man. Thank you so much for being a member of the channel. Be Easy in the building. What's going on? Impalas for life. My cousin Elijah Garcia is the first fight. Oh, that's your cousin? That's what's up. I saw him fight Elijah Garcia. Thank you. I saw Elijah Garcia fight on the undercard, that Mark Maxwell undercard in San Antonio. I've seen him fight. But yeah, I know, I'm familiar with him. Good fighter, man, and I do look forward to seeing him fight. But he's the first fight on the pay-per-view. Yeah, that's against Kevin Salgado. There you go. Mark W in the building. What's going on, man? Ponce de Leon, gun-toting Democrat in the building. What's happening? Jay Miller in the building. What's going on, sir? Did somebody take your account yesterday, Jay Miller? I ignored a comment because it didn't sound like you. I think somebody might have ghosted you yesterday. But to answer your question, Jay Miller, because they put it in your name, I will absolutely mute people in conversations because people start talking over you and you'll just talk over each other. In this format, I can't do it. I can't have a conversation with somebody and they keep cutting me off. And on top of it, I can't let a conversation go on forever and a day. So I actually have to cut them off. So it kind of is, you know, it's necessary to do because it's my channel and I have to moderate everything, and anybody that comes on, I have to moderate it. But at the same time, bro, I'm not about to have somebody talk over me, bro. You know what I mean? First John Boy, then me. Okay, yeah, did you too? Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, they switching off to trying to be cute. Yeah, so they did that to you. Okay, that makes sense. So it's like, yeah, it's very easy to win a debate when you can mute somebody. Yeah, it is. Unfortunately, if I talk to somebody, I have to mute them. You're not going to lie and keep going for an hour and a half. And then I got to go back to let's back this up to the first words you said. That's the story. No. Bradley say he'll come back, man. Come on, man. He'll come back. You know what I mean? Crush the legend in the building. What's going on? Aisha, sister, what's happening? How are you? Okay, let me put them here. I got my thing today. But anyway, man, so look, I don't mind putting links in the chat today if you guys want to get up and chop about it something. He said the mute button must be utilized to keep order. It has to be. Otherwise, people will jump on and just start talking over you and over you and over you and over you. And then did you see what he kept doing, right? Even in the back, he kept, which means he wasn't listening to a thing. Wasn't listening to a thing, just trying to nervously talk over you. Can't do it, bro. ATX Realist in the building. What's going on, man? Salute to the usual suspects. All right, so but let's get into this, man. Let's get into this. I'm not particularly happy. Adrian Molina, right in the, hold on one second, man. Adrian Molina is slowly, man, thank you, brother, for that support, man. Thank you for the chat, brother. What is this? What is this? How did that work? How do they keep doing this to me, man? It's funny. Adrian Molina said, hope all is well. Yes, sir, brother. Thank you so much for your love. Thank you for the love and the cash app. Man, everything is good, brother. Thank you so much for that support, man. I wish I had a mute button for my lady, but man, ain't no muting Puerto Rican women. Ain't no muting them. Dog, my wife is kind of quiet. But I swear, dog, I try. Just for play sometimes I be trying to win, and it don't work for nothing. God, dog, man, it's an L every time. It's a loss when I point out that it's a loss. It becomes a loss. It's crazy. Scrapbook. Hey, man, I am so happy to see your videos. I hope all is well with you. The very best to you and your audience always. Yes, sir. Hey, if you guys are not subscribed to Scrapbook Boxing and you are any way, shape, or form a fan of boxing history, you got to subscribe to Scrapbook Boxing. Very, 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 very good work. So happy to see that you're back, man. So happy to see after your break that you're back and you're doing the videos. It was because I definitely noticed that you wasn't there. I was like, man, why Scrapbook? You've been here in a minute. And so I checked on you with blood boxing and my guy blood boxing, the great blood boxing. And yeah, I'm really glad that I'm glad that you're doing well, man. I'm glad that you're back. I'm glad that you're back. Very glad that you're back. T Orlando in the building. What's going on? Young fellow, what's happening? Malcolm Allen in the building. What's going on? But in the honor of that, man, so I gotta act like I got some sense because Scrapbook Boxing's here. Okay. I gotta act like I got some sense today because and talk a little boxing history because Scrapbook's in the building. This is always a pleasant thing. Hold on one second, man. Let me do this. Let me do something real quick. But the other subject that we wanted to talk about was Deontay Wilder. I am very, very happy that Deontay Wilder is now starting to get his respect. Even though it is an indirect respect, it is most definitely respect. That guy right there is without a doubt, cats are talking about him treating him like he's the second or third best heavyweight in the world, which is what he should be which is how he should be respected. I'm very happy that the WBA put him at number one in the number one ranked heavyweight in the WBA. Love it. Very, very long overdue. Well, not long because, he was fighting for the WBC championships, but that knockout over and his history or whatever they do to get rankings got that man up there. He deserves that, man. He said, Fanan, I like when you ain't got good sense. I got to have good sense around this guy. This guy really knows his boxing, man. Like, really knows his boxing. So, I don't want to talk too side. Now, I'll act a fool if I need to act a fool, right? Because, it is what it is. I'm me, man. This is a different type of show. But I always try to tell people, do not confuse. Like the real, like guys that, like there's different genres of boxing channels, right? And I've got, yeah, man, no freeloading, hit the like button. And I've got a ton of respect for boxing historians. A ton of respect. Because they are always very good at keeping things in perspective. And they're always looking in the long view of things. Where we're usually looking kind of like these basketball guys. Shout out to Chicken Talk. I'm going to leave him out of this. But man, there's some god doggone basketball idiots. Will y'all bums stop trying to hate on Michael Jordan? God dog. You got people out here just doing all kind of revisionist history about Michael Jordan. Man, Michael Jordan wasn't nothing until the 90s. Are you nuts? Man, I can't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I got to do a little basketball for a second. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe I was hearing what I was hearing. Man, stop that, man. I'm not trying. First of all, I'm not going to go into some long Michael Jordan conversation, bro. I'm not going to go into some long Michael Jordan conversation. We're just not doing it. But one thing I can tell you for sure is he was killing everybody in the 80s. He was killing everybody in the 80s. What are you talking about? That man was killing everybody in the 80s. Killing everybody in the 80s. He was killing Dominique Wilkins. And there was nobody that could do anything with Michael Jordan through the whole 1980s. Man, y'all are tripping. This man was averaging 37 points a game, 35 points a game, 33 points a game, and taking his team to the playoffs when the Chicago Bulls were bums. Literally. Man, they couldn't do squat with him. He's killing the Pistons. He was killing the Pistons. The Pistons won the game. But God dog, they won the game, but they were not doing squat with Jordan. Jordan was doing whatever Jordan wanted. Jordan did whatever he wanted to do. It's a game, though. It's a team game, bro. Ain't nobody sitting up there saying that you got to win a champion before you got to win a champion. Man, Clyde Drexler didn't do shit with Mike. What are you talking about? Didn't nobody do nothing with Mike. You can stop it. Nobody did nothing with Mike in the 80s. Nothing. That man was killing them all the time, every game, and everybody knew it. So stop acting like that man wasn't doing nothing but killing these people in the 1980s. What? Like, dude, if you were not, first of all, if you say that's not true and you're younger than 40, if you're younger than 50, shut up. Okay? If you're younger, if you're 40 years old, you were just born. So stop acting like you saw all those games. I was in Chicago. I watched every single solitary Bulls game from 1981 to 1996. That man was killing everybody. Everybody. He scored when he wanted to, how he wanted to. The man almost never had a bad game. Almost never. So what are you guys talking about? He's Michael Jordan for a reason. Jesus Christ. Like, dude, bro, stop. You ain't never seen Michael Jordan not killing somebody. The Pistons included. The Pistons included. Man, come on, man. You talking about he sucked because why? Because he lost to the NBA champions. Every year that he lost to the Boston Celtics, they won the championship that year. They beat everybody that year. Nobody beat them that year. The next year, when they lost to the Celtics won the NBA championship again. Stop. Then they lost to the Pistons, and then the Pistons went to the finals, and then they won the finals. You're talking about him losing to the NBA champions, not just some team. And get out of here, bro. It's like you trying to tell me that Ja Morant ain't crap. I guess Ja Morant ain't nothing in. When's Ja Morant won? What's Ja Morant won? Y'all talk about Ja Morant like he's all that. What's he won? What did Luka win? Hey, can somebody tell me what championships Luka got? What championships does Luka have? None. Zilch. Never. None. Nilch. Zip. Zuda. Stop it. None. What championships does Charles Barkley have? None. What championship does Dominic Wilkins have? None. What championships does Bernard King have? None. Man, y'all better get out of here. I can go on and on and on and on about basketball players that y'all are acting like are all that ain't won nothing. But y'all want to act like Michael Jordan sucked in the 80s because he didn't beat the NBA championships. He didn't win nothing. Charles Barkley didn't win squat. He didn't win squat in college. He didn't win squat in the pros. I don't even think he won anything in college. Okay, anyway, like I said, it's a team sport, T. Orlando Pearson. I'm done with the Michael Jordan conversation. However, all I wanted to do was bring that, it was all Scotty. It was all, you got all kind of excuses for why that man is a baller, bro. He didn't need Scotty to win an NCAA championship and hit a game-winning shot to win the NCAA championship, did he? Where was Scotty when North Carolina won the NCAA championship when Michael Jordan was a freshman and hit the game-winning shot? And he continued it through the rest of his career. Like, he started off in college doing it, and then he continued through his whole career. So stop it. It's Mike. Put some respect on that. Matter of fact, just stop hating. Because we know what it was. Your daddies, if you're young, your daddy didn't like him because he was whooping up on your daddy's favorite team. I was there. I remember. Man, stop it, gun-toting. Name somebody else that didn't have somebody on their team. gun toting. Name somebody else that didn't have somebody on their team. Give me one. Who has ever won an NBA championship with nobody on their team? Nobody. It's a team sport. Y'all want to bounce back, and you when it fits you, you want it to be an individual thing, and then when it don't fit you, you want it to be a team thing. Man, stop. He had a better team. He made a better team, and he was a better individual player. And y'all just mad because your favorite players got schooled, and you know it. Sit on that L, bro. Oh, Lorenzo, hey, thanks, bro. But you can hit the like button. Hey, man, y'all can hit the like button. Man, I don't care if he was important or not. Leave me alone. So what? So what if he was important? So what? You don't think Shaq was important to Kobe? You don't think Pau Gasol was important to Kobe? You don't think that? You don't think that Parrish and McHale and Johnson were important to Larry Bird? You don't think you don't think James Worthy and Byron Scott and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar were important to Magic Johnson? You don't think that Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh were important to LeBron James? Like, come on, man. Stop. Mike's the man. Just admit it. God dog. He's just the man. Admit it. He's just the man. I was pissed when North Carolina beat Georgetown in 82. Yeah, they still mad, bro. They still mad out here hating on Mike. And guess what? I'm not even a Mike fan. That's the crazy thing. I'm not even a Michael Jordan fan. But to hear the blasphemy that I heard last night about Dominique Wilkins of all people, Mike used to kill the Hawks. Killed the Hawks. We used to kill the Hawks. Where is my guy So Deep? You know the guy So Deep that's in the channel, my guy, my childhood friend, my brother from another mother, So Deep. And we were talking about that debate we had, and we were debating since we were like 12 years old. Well, guess what the debate was? The debate, the majority of the debate was Michael Jordan and Dominique Wilkins. He was a huge Dominique Wilkins fan. And everybody was like, Dominique. I was telling you, man, look, man, Mike is killing Dominique. Mike is killing. No, man. I was like, man, Mike is killing Dominique. He's killing Dominique. Dominique, yeah, I think Dominique did win that dunk contest that he lost. But as a player, dog, man, he never liked that one. You better believe I saw all those games because those are great games. But Mike was killing Dominique. And they had the better team. And Mike was still killing them dudes. Between Tree Rollins, who Mike was dunking on like it was nobody's business, to Kevin Willis, I remember the whole team, bro. Neek was Giant, man. No, he wasn't, man. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't, bro. No, he wasn't. Nah, he wasn't. They played way different. He was nowhere near that big. He's nowhere near as big as Guyana's. Anyway, let's get back on the boxing, bro. Oh, wow, that's big. Oh, that's big. That's a big one. Oh, wow, that's big. Let's hope so. Wow, that is big. Yeah, Ring Magazine's not just gonna put that out there, bro. That's probably done. That's awesome. Oh wow, that's a big fight, bro. That's big, bro. Oh man, that's serious, man. Sources again, I don't know, bro. He said, man, Ring Magazine saying it. Hey man, if Ring Magazine says it, Ring Magazine said it. Usually Ring Magazine is, I mean, somebody had to tell Ring Magazine that, man. They restart, nah, bro, that's old. They started negotiations well before that, bro. It is what it is. We'll see. If it's going to be announced, maybe it will be on the 22nd. There has to be something going on, man, because these guys have been waiting so long. But anyway, man, let's get past that, man. Scotty took care. Nick took care. It is whatever, bro. Is Ryan Mexican? Yeah, he's a Mexican American. He's not from Mexico. He doesn't speak Spanish. He doesn't speak. My understanding is Ryan Garcia doesn't speak Spanish. But anyway, let's move on. Let's move on from that. Man, wow, I hope so. Wow, that's crazy, bro. I hope so. That's what Mike Coppinger said too, though. I mean, it is what it is. Didn't Floyd say it would be fight hype though? Nah, let me tell you, man. We'll see. We'll see. The fact that they are releasing it is a little funny, though. The fact that they're releasing it is a little funny. I can't lie. The fact that Ring Magazine would be releasing it, that is a little funny. You know what I mean? That's a little funny. Ring Magazine. But anyway, it may happen. Ryan Garcia might surprise us. He might surprise us. T. Orlando said Ryan is Mexican and he can get knocked out by Tank. Yeah, he can get knocked out. Man, you got to look at BoxRec, bro, for all of that. Tiny fig side. You got to go ahead and go to you got to go on ahead and go to BoxRec, bro. BoxRec.com, man. BoxRec.com. Not really interested in that. That's an obvious question that you should know. Come on, man. Violator Comics in that super chat, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you for that support, bro. Thank you for the support, bro. I'm a Duke guy and despise all all things USC, but Michael Jordan is clearly go, man. Look, man. If there's arguments that other people can be the greatest of all time, I'm not going to be arguing about that. Okay? Really, I don't want to. All I will say is that, dude, you can't give me nobody's LeBron and tell me squat about LeBron. Okay? I've watched LeBron his entire career. I don't want to hear about LeBron and Mike. It's not, no. Michael's a better player. Michael Jordan is a better player than him. It's a better player than him. I've seen them both play. I've watched their careers. I've watched their championship games. I don't care what anybody says about that. That guy in the Chicago Bulls player, Michael Jordan, is a better player than LeBron James. I don't care how many points he scores. LeBron James is a great player, just like Larry Bird is a great player. Michael Jordan is a better player than Larry Bird, and Larry Bird is a great player. Magic Johnson is a great player. Michael Jordan's a better player than Magic Johnson. The only people that I think you can put up there and say are better players than Michael Jordan and make real arguments are the centers. That's it. The centers. There's big men, big centers that I would say, okay, yeah. There's an argument about Kareem. There's an argument about Wilt Chamberlain. There's arguments, but nobody really pays attention to the big men and give big men the credit that big men deserves because they changed the game to neutralize big men. They just tried to take big men out of the game. But other than the big men, other than the classic big men, Michael, of the regular size human beings, nah, bro. It's Michael Jordan. honestly, man, I don't really want to put Tim, like for me, in the results and what they do, dude, I'm not too much more sold on LeBron than I am on Tim Duncan. You know what I mean? No, dude, Michael Jordan's a better player than Kobe. But Kobe's a very good player, but Michael Jordan's a better player than Kobe. What you want me to say? He's a better player than Kobe, but Kobe's a great player. A great player. But he ain't Mike, man. Like, God, dog, you just got to see him play, man. It's like you got to see it. You have to watch what he does at times during the game. You just got to see it during the game. You have to see it. You have to see it. To say, just to look at stats. Like, I hate to say this, you guys are some nerds. Stats just represent what happens. You guys are arguing about punch stats. Like, you guys are like CompuBox arguing me to death about your stats. Every time you guys want to talk about something, you bring up stats as if that tells you what happens, as if that tells you what happened in the game. Like, where is the situation? Where do you get to see the situations? Where do you get to see the ebbs and the flows of the game in a stat? You don't. Man, I'm not arguing with you about no basketball. No. I'm not putting a link in here for y'all to argue with me about boxing. No. You know what I'm saying? Keys to the game. Say, good morning, Fanon. Salute to the game. I'm talking about that with boxing too. You cannot look at a fight and you cannot look at CompuBox. Oh, look at how many jabs he lands in a ring round. Look at how many power punches he lands. Oh, Floyd Mayweather Jr. lands 15% more power punches in championship fights than Sugar Ray Robinson did. Man, that's not telling you it. That's not giving you any real feel for the fight. It's like watching Errol Spence Jr. fight. They like, look, like you freeze frame everything going on. You freeze frame it. You take a picture. You look at his foot. You say, oh, well, this percentage of punches were landed by this guy, and this percentage of punches were landed by that guy. And see, in the fight, so you know if their percentages hold, but they're fighting different people. And there's no time when they land that exact number of punches in a fight. And when you say, well, who did he fight? Well, what day did he fight? What was that guy? How well did that guy that he fight that day? Where are those in the stats? None of those things are in the stats. Come on, man. It's like you guys seriously, like you guys take all the art form out of it. You stick with math, but you leave all the music out of it. You act like you know how Michael Jordan scored, when he scored, what minute of the game did he do this? I know that the man scored 37 points in a game because he wanted to score that many points. He set his goal for how many points he was going to score, and it was in the flow of the game. Like, okay, well, if the team is playing well, these guys are going to score. We're going to let them score. Okay, we're down. Give me the ball. Boom, 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 boom. We're back up. Okay, good. Now let me sit down. Hey, let me back in the game. Hey, we're down. It's 15 minutes left. We're in the fourth quarter. We're down 15. We're going to run this. We're up. You guys forget that when these guys are scoring, when he's scoring like 37 points a game, a lot of that came in the fourth quarter when they were down. A lot of them came in. Oh, he only won 40 games. Yeah, because he beat cats 40 times. Yeah. He won 40 games. Him. Well, the team only won 40 games. Right, the team only won 40 games because he was only able to pull it with that garbage squad we had. He was only able to win 40 games. You tripping? You don't think that anybody in that league would get rid of their best player for him? You're tripping. You guys just don't know what's going on, man. You're like, well, how many knockouts does he have? You guys are so focused on numbers. You're trying to look at the numbers and act like you saw the game. You didn't see the game. You have to see it. That's why I respect my father with Bill Russell. Because after arguing with him and being da-da-da for a while, I was like, you know what? Let me just think about what he's saying. He's saying, look, man, I went to high school. with Wilt Chamberlain. I went to high school with him in the same conference in Philadelphia as Wilt Chamberlain. Knew Wilt Chamberlain. And was like, this is what Wilt Chamberlain was. This is. So how can I tell him what Wilt Chamberlain is when he saw him play? When he grew up with him and saw him play? How can you tell somebody what Bill Russell was? And then one day I looked at Bill Russell and I saw a highlight from Bill Russell. And this dude did a layup from the free throw line. But here's the thing. This dude was in a real game, was about a half a foot inside the free throw line, and he laid it up with this much of his arm over the rim. If he had wanted to dunk from the free throw line in a game, he could easily dunk from the free throw line. That's Bill Russell, and that's the 1950s. If he wanted to take off from the free throw line in the middle of a game, palm the ball and dunk it from the free throw line in a game, Bill Russell could have done that easily. There are very few people in the league right now as athletic as Bill Russell was in 1950. Just like there's nobody in the world as good a jumper as Carl Lewis was in 1980. There's nobody in the world near him in 2023. You guys just don't know through these numbers that you keep throwing out. Like that means something. Michael Jordan has never scored 37.1 points in a game. That's an average. Do you know how many times you have to score over 40 to average 37? That means you score 40 more often than you score 30. Think about it. He went in the 1980s scoring 40 or more points more times than he scored 20 to 25, which tells you what? He could score 40 points anytime he wanted to. And how do you do that in a league, especially in the Eastern Conference, where it's all defense? It's not like now where, I got 31 points and a half. Yeah, but the team, you gave up 70. You gave up 70. They were giving up 40. They were giving up 40. Your 60s now are 40s back then because you're allowing teams to score. There's literally the scores be like 130 to 145. 145, 130. How could you not have somebody score 30 points a game? If the combined score of the game is 280. You know what I'm saying? You got combined scores of 300 points. And you scoring 35. Whatever, bro. Try to score 35. Try to score 50 against the Pistons with them taking your head off in the lane and no three-point line. But anyway, I'm done. Because I can't, y'all just talk. You just remember you guys say these things, man. Hey, H-Town 713 in the bill says, salute for 9, John Bowie, Undercard Boxing, keys to game, and the rest of the chat already. Yes, sir, bro. Fanon, do you agree everyone had their own era? I don't even know what an era is. Everybody had their own career. Very few people come in the league and leave the league at the same time. All you have is your career. Michael Jordan played in the league with Kobe. Michael Jordan played in the league with Dr. J. All you do is have you. You have a beginning of your career, you got a peak, and you got a downslide, just like everybody else. I saw that, Joe Schmo. I mean, it very well may be. All dinosaurs are real. Anyway, I'm done. Man, shut up. Man, I'm not trying to hear that stupidity, bro. Nobody trying to hear nothing about Kobe. Big man, stop it. Whatever, bro. Whatever, bro. I'm not trying to hear that silliness, man. Like, I'm not trying to hear that silliness. I saw all of them play too. He played in a league full of big men. So did Kobe. What are you talking about? Kobe literally played with one of the greatest big men ever for half of his championships. He was the second fiddle for 3 of his championships with Shaq. So stop. Right there. He was the second fiddle for 3 of his championships with Michael Jordan. So stop it, bro. But anyway, if you think so, cool. All I'm telling you is don't act like Michael Jordan couldn't play in the 1980s. Just stop. If anybody y'all talking about what Michael Jordan can't do, just stop. Okay? Your guy can be better. I don't care if you think your guy's better. Whatever. Of course, Kobe played in a league full of big players. A bunch of them. He played with Shaq and Pau Gasol. Shaq, he had a big man. Michael Jordan never had a big man, ever. Michael Jordan played against them, not with them. Kobe plays with them. Anyway, I don't want to keep doing this, man. Like I said, man, let's talk about this boxing, bro. What round do you think Tank knocking out Ryan? I don't know, man. I think it's going to be, I don't know if it's going to be a good fight. I have no idea what's going to happen with that. I do not know what's going to happen with that fight. I'm just like everybody else, man. I think it's going to be, I most definitely got Tank winning, but anything can happen in that fight, man. Anything can happen in that fight. But as far as the Errol Spence Terrence Crawford fight, man, I'm happy if they make that fight good, because it's silly if the fight doesn't take place. Ring Magazine reporting that it's done. It says appears. It appears. Oh, okay, shit. It appears. Oh, shit. Sources revealed to Ring Magazine, will finally take, it is believed the official announcement will it makes sense for the fact that they have not announced any of that other stuff. So, and they're not talking to anybody. So, makes sense to me. I saw it, man. It's on Ring Magazine. Bud not going to fight Spence. Bud acting weak. We'll see, man. Nah, man, if he says he's going to fight it and people are going to be big mad and he ain't never ducked anybody, he's acting like they're trying to make the fight. He may make the fight. If they make the fight, good. You know what I mean? Chat sound like they don't want to see Bud and Spence. No, I think what you say, that they don't believe it. They don't believe it. It's reasonable to be, because, dude, Michael Benson said the fight was done. And not Michael Benson, and that, first of all, it's not Michael Benson's Ring Magazine. They announced it was done before. Oscar owns Ring, yeah, but it is what it is, man. Big Dog Willie in the building said Khan KOs Hagler, Hearns, Duran, Leonard, pure facts. Hey, I got to go with that. Yeah, that sounds right. I don't want to talk about any more boxing, man, any more basketball, really. I want to get off that topic. I really want to get back onto regular boxing conversation, bro. I don't want to talk about that, man, because honestly, it's really kind of a dumb conversation. They can go on endlessly, and nobody's changing anybody's mind, period. You know what I mean? The question is, because you can't get people to agree about who wins a fight, and we both watch it. You know what I mean? The thing is, just like with boxing is, is just like everybody keeps saying, like, yeah, people just, it's hard to get anybody to agree on anything. You can see people watch the same fight and they like point to CompuBox and things like, it is what it is, man, but that's kind of the fun of it. You're never going to get past those arguments though. So if you think your guy is better than Michael Jordan, good. It is what it is, man. The fact of the matter is you can't take any of his championships away from him. You can't take his league MVPs away from him. You can't take his finals MVPs away from him. You can't take the actual performances that he's had away from him. So, but, you know, you can't tell me also, I would say the same thing. My father could tell me the same thing for guys before that, like Bill Russell. He still look at me like, man, what are you talking about? Bill Russell. Rings and things. If that's what, oh, but that doesn't count, right? Rings don't count for Bill Russell. You know what I'm saying? Other players that don't win rings can be great until it's time to talk about Michael Jordan when he didn't win rings. He won 6 of them. You think you walk in the league and your team just starts winning championships? He came in the league, he was killing people. They built a team around him, and he killed people worse. TKO will be worth $2 billion after merger of WWE and UFC. That they can't merge. Biggest, man, what is with that fake shit? Like, I'm sorry, man. Y'all be bugging me. Please don't mention WWE around me, bro. Get out of here, bro. Just get away. Just go away, bro. Nobody's trying to hear stupidity, bro. Shut up. Just stop. Shut up and go away. Like, for real, man. Grow up. Not trying to hear that. You guys can take an argument any way you want to take it with silliness like that. Robert Horry. No, man, WWE's fake. Why do I want to talk like I hear people comparing, well, look how great WWE is doing versus how boxing's doing. It's fake. It's fake. Well, the best fight the best in WWE. It's fake. It's fake. It's fake. Ajay, I don't want to throw you out. It's fake. Santa Claus is not real. It's fake. It's fake. Jeez. I found out it was fake when I was like 10. I used to get up and watch Baron von Raschke. Baron von Raschke with the claw. They're acting, man. They're acting. It's not real. So please, hey, then leave it alone. You cannot compare a play to a live sporting event. They're not the same. One is acting, the other is real. Man, stop there. Man, stop. Stop. They can't buy boxing. There is no centralized organization for boxing. They're not going to be able to do that with boxing because it's against the law to do that with boxing. It's against the law. Okay? It's against the law. Fundamental understanding of boxing versus UFC. The UFC at a certain point in time is going to break up. Okay? It's going to break up. The Von Erichs, exactly. It's going to break up. I'm not answering that question, Mr. Lighting World. You got to, I mean, I'm serious, man. I can't. I regret ever bringing up basketball. The UFC is going to break up. I'm just going to tell you, it's going to happen to them. It may not happen this year. It may be 10 years. But they're going to break up. Because that system over the period is not going to be able to last. Because what they have to do is they got these guys locked into these contracts. They got these guys locked into these contracts. And it is one organization in every fight. Every fighter has a contract with the UFC. That's not how boxing works. It is illegal in boxing. It is a violation of the Muhammad Ali Act, the very way that the UFC is structured. So once somebody has that applied to once the UFC gets big enough, that's going to be applied to the UFC. And when it's applied to the UFC, because somebody wants to compete with it, it's going to break that system up. That's why they can have those guys all fight each other. Not because Dana White is some genius promoter. No, he has everybody works for him. Everybody works for him. They're all basically his contract employees. Okay? That's what that is. You have to have a contract with Dana White to even get in the ring, any ring, with the UFC. Because guess what? UFC is not a sport. It's a company. MMA is the sport. UFC is the company. And that is illegal. And soon as the PBC tried to do anything that looked like that, he got sued by every promoter around. Man, you guys got to understand what you're listening to, understand what you're understand, bro. Understand. Derek Choi said when Crawford and Spence gets announced, can you remove Bud's duck status? He ducked that fight already. I'm sorry. What you want me to do? Look, man, we'll take it as we go. He'll take the fight. And the fight happened. Am I going to take away all the stuff where he didn't agree to that fight? No, it happened. No, it happened. But if it winds up that he fights him and he wins, or if he fights him and he loses, then great. He fought him. And then all that, there's no reason to talk about it anymore. But if you think I'm going to turn around and say, oh, no, all that stuff about not fighting because of this and that and going to BLK Prime, no, I'm not going to get rid of that. That's what happened. That's what happened. What you want me to say? That's what happened. However, it's not going to be worth talking about. But it happened. I'm not going to sit up here and say he didn't fight. And how about we cross that bridge when we get to it? Even though I got to tell you, it looks like it's going to happen. It looks like it's going to happen. And good for him. I want him to fight. I think it's a really good fight. Let's see the fight. It's better than neither one of these guys fighting. It's better than the fight. It's better than the fight. It's better than Errol not fighting at all and Terrence Crawford fighting 10 cans. Let's just, if it happened, good. Hey, Bud's the best. Can't wait till he gets announced. Yeah, there you go. I'm glad if Bud Crawford does it, I'm not going to be like, Bud ducked the fight when Bud accepted the fight. But, you know, it is what it is, man. You know, Fanon, Jones, and Hagler at 160, who wins and why? I don't know, man. I think I would probably go. I gotta go with Hagler. Because I just got done watching the fight with Bernard Hopkins at 160. I watched that yesterday. And Bernard Hopkins was a lot of trouble for Roy Jones Jr. Roy won that fight. I think Roy really won that fight from shoe shining. I think he won that fight shoe shining, Bernard Hopkins. And Bernard Hopkins was causing him all kind of problems in that fight that was on the undercard of the Riddick Bowe Jesse Ferguson fight. It was for the IBF middleweight title. And it was Bernard's first shot at the title. It was Roy Jones Jr.'s first shot at the title. And Bernard Hopkins put up a very, very good show, man. Larry Merchant, by the way, was really, really hating on Roy Jones even then, man. Like, well, look, we have to dispel all this hype about Roy Jones Jr. Like, I'm not buying the hype. But then he said, and he tried to act nice at the same time, crapping all over Roy Jones for his first fight too. Man, Larry Merchant was just so arrogant. God, dog, I couldn't stand that dude. Like, Larry Merchant was the worst. But anyway, I'm not gonna say they cheated him because I think Roy won the fight, but the way that they were scoring the fight, where they gave every round, I don't know what the official scorecards were. I'm just paying attention to like what HBO was saying. What HBO was saying, that It was just they gave every round. They gave every round to Roy, and I didn't agree with that, bro. You know what I mean? I didn't agree with that. I was like, man, come on, every round? Like, this is every round. These are, and they just were talking crazy too during the whole telecast. So, but anyway, I would probably have to go with Hagler, man. I have to go with Hagler. On that. And Hagler made 160 a lot more easily than Roy Jones did. Hagler also, you know, he did the southpaw orthodox. He also could really box. You know what I mean? And Roy Jones Jr. like really got his leap, that left hook of his really got neutralized by Bernard Hopkins. But yeah. You know, I may have to go with Hagler in that one, man. Man, Larry Merchant was just so incredibly arrogant, man. Like, so incredibly arrogant, man. That man's like, wow, what kind of, like I remember like not liking him, like, man, will you just stop talking so much? But he was a very good writer, and he scripted out what he said and he delivered it well. But he was like, when he got on HBO Boxing and he was got that voice on HBO Boxing, man, it really went to his head, man. And just gradually over time, he just thought he was bigger than every boxer. Like, it was his show. It's like when he got on there, it was his time. It's my time now. The fight's over. It's my time. I'm the man now. Like that type of attitude, bro. He tried to be Bernie. I don't know who Bernie is, man. What do you mean? Who's Bernie? Also, Ring Magazine could be looking for some articles because this has been coming out for the last week. Terrell W said, hey, thank you to everybody that supports in the super chat today. Thank you so much for your support, man. It's not many people that have, but I appreciate the people that did. And I appreciate everybody listening to the conversation through that boxing stuff, through that basketball stuff. For now, do you think Errol could have had the same impact in the 90s and the early 2000s? Yeah, absolutely I do. Errol Spence Jr. is somebody that's very fundamentally sound. Fundamentals are always going to do well. Athleticism fades. Fundamentals always do well. That's like the two fighters that we were talking about between Bernard Hopkins and Roy Jones. Bernie Kosar. Howard, I thought he's trying to be Howard Cosell. What? Larry Merchant? Chillville, what? Larry, who? Chillville, man, come on, Noop. You can't be serious, bro. Yeah, you can't be serious. Look, man, fundamentals are going to carry anytime. Anytime. The fundamentals, people that are really fundamentally sound, I think he means Howard Cosell. Because that was the last guy that was like that, and he was the same way, a jerk. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was the same way. He's a jerk, bro. But hey, Eric Horn, thank you, brother, for the support, man. Thank you, man. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you very much, bro. Thank you for keeping the color in the chat. Look, man, I don't know if he'd be undefeated or not. In their whole career, very few people are undefeated in their career. But the question was, would he be able to fight in 80? Absolutely, he would. He's very fundamentally sound. He's aggressive. He's very fundamentally sound. He's a southpaw, which makes it difficult. It's just, he's a very good fighter, man. I think any of these guys that are at the real top of the sport can fight in any era because they're very good athletes. They're very fundamentally sound, and they got the mindset to win. That fundamentals mean a lot. You know what I mean? More so than more so, but at their peak, like for example, the risk for Terrence Crawford is his athleticism. It really is. It is the fact that he relies on being quick, moving, and all that, because that's gonna last for some time. You know what I mean? But at 36, at 35, 36, years old. Is he going to be able to move like he was moving, right? Even 3-4 years ago. But if somebody is fundamentally sound and is really, cutting off the ring and moving, that stuff really can have, that has a lot to do with, longevity. And that's why Bernard Hopkins could fight till he was 50. And Roy Jones Jr. could too, because he's not like he doesn't have fundamentals. But, he relied much more on his athleticism, on his quickness, on his power, all of that stuff. And when you saw him fight Bernard Hopkins, it was very difficult for him to land that stuff. Because Bernard Hopkins was fighting like this. Bernard Hopkins is not fighting. Now, I'm telling you, he's not fighting like this, like blinding himself, but he sees it, he's catching it. And he was catching a very quick and a very explosive Roy Jones Jr., So it is what it is. And even like to the Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence fight. Telling you, man, I think that fight is, I got Errol winning the fight, but it's a very evenly matched fight. It could go either way. Really could. I do not see Terrence Crawford knocking him out with one shot, right? This is not David Avanesyan. I don't think David Avanesyan prepares you for Errol Spence in any way, shape, or form. I got that, bro. I got that, bro. Please stop putting it in the chat, bro. I saw that. We saw that. We talked about it, brother. Please. John Boy said, morning all. Shout out to everybody. Yes, sir. Shout out to you, bro. What's going on, John Boy, man? Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're doing well, brother. Hope you're doing well. Stop believing Benson and Cappinger. Let PBC announce it. Yeah, we'll see. You know what I mean? But people have been saying this. This has been going on for the last couple of weeks. This is like Ring Magazine is now putting out a report that everybody else already put out. Lefty from Chicken Talk put this out a week ago. 2 weeks ago. Is it 2 weeks ago? Said, hey, man, sources with him are saying it's for the 17th. It also came out in the Dallas Daily News. They didn't look, well, actually, it said that they were in talks and there's a fight tentatively set for it's just been out for a while, man. But it is what it is, man. We can, it is what it is. William Old School Art in the bill said, Chillville, Bud isn't taking a chance now. He knows Spence would be the best he's ever faced, and he doesn't have the confidence he can beat Spence. Spence couldn't knock out a featherweight, has one punch KO, is overrated. Nobody said he had one punch KO, V Mogul. I don't know, man. You know what, man? I think that I'm starting to get upset with people, man. Like, I think the more that we talk boxing, the more that people should learn. Thank you, John Boy, for your support, brother. Thank you for your consistent support on the channel too, bro. Really, man, thank you, guys. And thank you to everybody that puts color in the chat and sponsors the videos, man. Sponsors the live streams. It's very, very important to the channel. So thank you guys very much. To all y'all freeloaders out there, thank y'all too. I appreciate y'all too. Hey, y'all can hit that like button, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. Hold on, man. My guy, Bruce Williams, in the building, said, paying it forward. Thank you, brother, for the support, man. It means a lot, bro. Thank you, man. Sunday Angry Morning Podcast. Lefty was saying it's on, saying it's not done, but close. Yeah, okay, there you go. Much love in that super chat, brother. Yeah, so there he goes. Hey, man. Yeah, I mean, look, these guys, these guys don't have sources that anybody else doesn't have. Okay? And it very well may be. I'm telling you, man, these guys are real quiet right now. I was insulted because I didn't get a response back from people that usually respond to me. It wasn't, I was like, God, dog, did I do something to him? Just didn't answer the question. And I was like, okay, well, maybe these guys are not trying to talk to people because they're trying to get this fight done. You know, Errol Spence Jr. wants this fight. You know, Errol Spence Jr. wants this fight. Hey, let it loose, Fanon. I want to hear you go in today. You act like you ain't got no good sense. Nah, man, I can't do that, bro. I can't do it, man. But some of this stuff you guys continually say and talk about, it's getting a little tiring, man. You know what I'm saying? It gets a little tiring, bro. A little tiring. Because one punch knockout power is not everything in boxing. Go ahead and stick your chin out there and let Errol Spence Jr. hit you dead on it. I bet he can knock you out. John Boy said just like last fight, Bud signed everything. Errol a duck. Much love in that super chat. We'll see, bro. Bud went with 12 rounds with Jose Benavidez. Ain't no way. Look, man, if that fight takes place, which it very well may, it's up to Bud. It's just up to Terrence Crawford to make the fight. It's up to Terrence Crawford to make the fight. If Terrence Crawford wants to make that fight and makes his mind to make that fight, he'll make that fight. It's on him. And that's all I've ever said. That's on him. It's clearly on him. It's just on him. None of this, what should Errol do to get it happen? And, but if the fight gets made, you need to apologize. I ain't apologizing to Bud for nothing. For what? It was always been his decision to make the fight. Always. It's been on him. The other guys have never, ever wavered on the fight. The only people to waver on that fight is Terrence Crawford. So if he takes the fight, he changed his mind. Good. Now, whatever you guys are making, whatever you're doing, let's have the fight. And then it's going to be the biggest fight in boxing. You know what I mean? But God dog, don't do it in June with 2 months. You literally got to have these guys. You have to have this announced by Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford and Steven Espinoza saying the fight is done. It's official. Because we know what's going to do. We know what's going on. I'm sorry. Then there is Bud with the three no guarantee. Much love, John Boy. Thank you for your support, bro. Thank y'all for putting the color in chat, bro. Now, if you freeloading, you are only a freeloader if you don't hit some button. if you don't do something to participate in the chat. Hit the dislike button, hit the like button, support the Cash App, support the Super Chat, do something to push the channel forward. If I can talk for 3 hours every day, you can do something. And I'm sorry, bro. I'm not going to sit there and act like I'm your servant. Something. You know what I mean? I can get up in the morning. I can chop it up. I can answer your questions in intelligent fashion. I can do the research. And I don't even have to do the research. I just live it all the time. You can hit the like button or something. It ain't a biggie. I'm not going to yell at you, though. But you can do something. Even RuPaul. Even RuPaul hit super chats up. Shout out to RuPaul. John Boy said, Sean Clark said, shout out to John Boy, William Old School, Brock, Keys to the Game, Bobo, and everybody jabbing that like button. Yes, sir. Thank you, brother. Sean Clark, thank you, man. I mean, you know what I mean? It's just for real. It's for real. Okay? It's real. Okay? I don't want to have to start sending out looking for opportunities to do other stuff. Okay? I love doing this. Okay? I love getting up in the morning talking boxing. I love it. I so much want this to be my retirement. What's in it for me is I want this to be my retirement. I want to be a pain in the ass of boxers and promoters and networks for the rest of my life. It's like a vacation it's like a treat to get up every morning and talk to y'all until you start talking about Michael Jordan. But at the end of the day, you guys, if I'm around long enough, you will be listening to people talk bad about LeBron and how LeBron is garbage. Just remember that. Y'all don't even know who Anthony Hardaway is. Half of y'all don't even know who he is. And that was the first person. Oh, Anthony's better than Mike. Oh, yeah, Anthony's. Grant's better than Mike. Oh, Kobe's better. Everybody's going to be better than Mike for the rest of your life. As long as you remember, that's what it is with Ali too. How everybody's better than Ali, but you keep saying his name. Because you keep hearing his name, but you never saw him. And if you were 20 years old, you ain't never seen Mike. If you are 20, 23 years old, you've seen tapes of him, but you've never seen him. You've never watched him. I watched him live. And by the way, you've never seen Zeke. Lord, oh my God, you never seen Isaiah Thomas. Y'all think, man, you talk about all these guards, man, please. Isaiah Thomas is nasty. Isaiah Thomas is nasty. Nasty. And I don't understand how anybody don't get that man his credit. Y'all act like Isaiah Thomas don't even exist. Like, this dude is, his career was too short. NCAA championship, two. My God, man, he's nasty. Anyway, Bobo said, big up to Rise Podcast for asking us who he wanted to see on the tank card. Abeko is a game opponent for Morrell. He was on Showbox not too long ago. That's what's up. Much love, Bobo. Yeah, he's going to be game. He's from Ghana. He's from Ghana. It's going to be game. It's going to be game. That's what it is. Just supporting the grind. Thank you, God self. I appreciate the grind needs you supported. Just supporting the grind, getting on the road. So I ain't commenting, but I'm listening. Thank you, God self. Thank you, brother. I'm not doing none of that. Look, if your boy is going to need he's not getting a one punch knockout, uppercut knockout. If he does, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be like, my opinion of Terrence Crawford is going to go through the roof. If he gets that on Errol Spence, he's going to be an all-time great with that one. If he does that one. Stone Alone said, ass gas or cash, no ride for free. Ass cash or gas or cash, no ride for free. Truck driver, salute, and the chat. It's what it is, man. It is what it is, bro. We got to tell the truth, shame the devil, bro. And my guy John Bowie said, then there is, I don't give an F if this fight happens. I mean, it is, look, man, it's tough, bro. But Ring Magazine breaking the news that has already been broken, and they're going to announce it on April, and most likely it'll be announced during the Gervonta Davis. Hey, man, that's what's up. If they're both there, that'll be lit. That'll be incredible. I don't mind it. Let's make it happen. And I hope it's a good fight with a rematch. With that one, I hope it's a great fight with a rematch. I hope it's a great fight. Ryan, I want to see Ryan put to sleep because I don't like his fans. His fans on my nerves, bro. Because y'all be talking super crazy. Keys to the Game Boxing Channel says, showing Supreme for your continued grind, bro. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. And it's appreciated. And it's definitely appreciated. Terrell W in the building. He said, Fanon, I would love to see Boots fight Thurman and Charlo fight Figueroa. Yeah, those are great fights too. Oh, I would love those fights. No doubt about it, brother. I would love those fights. Absolutely, bro. Somebody said, Penny, you say. Yeah, Penny, you say. Yeah, absolutely. Penny. People be like, man, first of all, Penny was cold. Don't lunch. Penny got injured. Penny was cold, bro. He wasn't no Mike, though. Yeah, even RuPaul. Yeah. Terrell W, because at least he contributes. I don't like him, but that's why I let him on the channel and mistreat him every once in a while. Because he's steadily trying to mistreat me. But it is what it is. At least he does something. You know what I'm saying? Be a part of the community, man. It is what it is. We got to have Oscar the Grouch. Sesame Street ain't fun without Oscar, the guy in the garbage can. That stank-ass grouchy dude in the garbage can. You know what I mean? Terrell W says, shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit that like button. Yes, sir, man. Much love in that super chat, man. Yeah, man. What would the chat be without what would Sesame Street be without Oscar the Grouch? Dude in the garbage, Oscar in the garbage can. Jumping out. Stinking like, oh God, man, God. They just don't put Oscar, they just don't put the wine bottles in that. They don't show you the wine bottles there. Oscar was a wino. Lamar Jones said GTD is that guy. Must-see TV means a lot in boxing. Yeah, it does. He is must-see TV. That's interesting. I like that. Must-see TV, because that's the truth. He's must-see TV. TBE is TBE Legends. Support the entire retirement party. Exactly. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, man, it is what it is, bro. I want to bring value to your lives, man. I want to bring value to your lives. Teach some of you young boys something. And I mean it, because I can do that. I'm a very good teacher. Make sure we all pray for Slick Skip, our family, man. Yes, sir. Super gone for Slick Skip. Super gong for Slick Skip. in the building. Brock Howard, don't start with me. Brock going, Ryan coming. What is this? Fanon, Triple B wouldn't rematch at EJ if he loses. The experience will be pain. They will if there's a mandatory rematch clause on both parts. There we will. If he loses, he won't. It depends on how it goes, I guess. But look, man, I like Terrence Crawford as a fighter, and I don't care what anybody says. I'll put this. I could do a compilation of how many times I say I like Terrence Crawford as a fighter. I do. But I'm going to call things like I see them, man. I'm not making it up, bro. And I'm trying to tell you, I've talked to people. I don't give away, look, this inside sources stuff. But look, man, I've talked to some of the biggest, most influential people in the PBC. I've spoken to them. I've sat down and had conversations with them. They know who I am. I know who they are. We shook hands without a doubt. I never asked them for any information. Never. Because I don't want to ask them for information. I want to be out here just like everybody else, and I don't want to ever have to say this to you. I'd be like, yeah, I know what's going on, but I can't tell you. No, I just will tell you right now, look, this is what I think. And most times what I think winds up coming to be the case. And that is because the situation dictates people's decisions. The situation dictates people's decisions. There's a finite number of options that anybody has based on their circumstance. So a lot of times you don't need it. There's no reason for Terrence Crawford not to take this fight. There's no reason for him not to take this fight. It's silly for him not to take this fight. And that's just a fact. It's silly for him not to take this fight. And I'll talk about Devin. And we don't have to talk about Haney today. Hey, Kobe said, recently the first half of the year for boxing is normally great like this year. What fights would make the second half of the year good, if not better? Deontay Wilder versus Alexander Usyk. Tyson, what other one? Jermell Charlo versus Tim Tszyu. Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez. I hope that they're not dumb enough to fight Bivol. I really hope that Canelo Alvarez is not going to throw everybody's money away by going back to fight Dimitri Bivol and losing again to Dimitri Bivol. My understanding is that there are people in his camp, Canelo Alvarez's camp, that do not want him to fight Bivol again. They want him to leave that alone because it's just going to be worse the next time you get in the ring with him. It ain't going to change, man. The man wasn't even going off on you. All he was doing was just jabbing you in your mouth, straight right hand, taking back, flurrying on you every once in a while. That's not going to change. That fight was not close. It wasn't how you trained. It wasn't that. You're 5'6". That man is 6'1". That man is a good fighter. You're a fighter with a lot of wear and tear on you. He's trying to beat a fighter that's that much bigger than you, that is that much more active than you. You're not going to win on the scorecards because he's going to shut you out more than likely because he's not going to go for a knockout. He hits hard enough. So my hope is that Canelo does not take that fight. I hope that he doesn't take that fight. And that he would be better off with David Benavidez. Because at least David Benavidez is going to allow him to get some shots off on him. Bivol is not going to allow him to get any shots off on him. And he's going to be hitting him. And it's going 12 rounds. David Benavidez is going to try to knock you out, so there's a chance you can get him. But I would hope that he fights that young man to defend that undisputed title at 168. That would be a great fight. I want to see the return of Gary Russell Jr. I want to see Gary Antoine Russell fight one of these guys. I want to see Matias and Ponce. Can't wait till Gabriel Matias is back in the ring. I'm looking forward to Lomachenko. Well, Lomachenko and them are the first half of the year. But I'm looking forward to Regis Prograis. I would love if Regis Prograis and Jose Ramirez could be made. That's a terrific fight for the second half of the year. Jarrell Big Baby Miller. Jarrell Big Baby Jared Anderson getting a title shot would be great. In December, would love to see Devin Haney versus Shakur Stevenson. I think that is a great fight. I think that is a great fight to take place after that. Frank Martin and Gervonta Davis, would love to see it. Or if it's a close fight, Gervonta Davis, Devin Haney too. You know what I mean? Don't go boycotting Tanks. Oh, yeah, my guy. I like my guy, dog. Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. There's a dude on YouTube, dude. That's my dude, man. That's my dude, bro. That's my dude. That's my little brother right there, man. And like little brothers, you know, older brothers, I argue with my older brother all the time. But it's my big brother. You know what I mean? Like that's how I feel about certain cats on YouTube, man. Like, for real. That's like why I don't want to debate BFTB, and I would never want to debate KO Boxing, because I don't know KO as well as I know BFTB. But at the same time, man, it's like you can argue and disagree all day, man, but it's like your little brother. You know what I mean? So my brother would me and my brother would argue, do all kind of stuff, man. But my brother used to rock these like dudes, some really dope rides, bro. Like, like my brother's always had that cake. Like he's always been heavy on the cake, dog. Always been heavy on the cake. So he would always let me push these big rides, these just dumb rides, dog, all over Chicago. So I would be like, yeah, man, I might not like you, dog, but god dang it, I love you, man. So anyway, man, some of y'all, like, that's how I feel about all y'all, man, like Devin Haney fans and Terrence Crawford fans, man. Please don't get it twisted, man. I like Devin Haney, dude. I like Terrence Crawford. I do not have any ill will towards these guys at all. I really, really do not. But when we're talking as boxing fans, man, you know, you're not going to agree on everything, man. And that's the thing that makes boxing so fun, you know, is that you really get so many different things that you can talk about and so many different ways you can cut it up and split it up. You know what I mean? So like if Errol mops up Terrence Crawford, or Terrence Crawford wins the fight, right? However you go with that, you know, at the end of it, man, there's going to be crow to be eaten. There's going to be, you know, all that, man. But then you keep it pushing, you moving on. Because trust me, man, you should learn from the trolls. As many times as these dudes been wrong and keep coming back like they ain't never been wrong. Man, this chick. Hold on one second, but let me read these super chats. Then I'm going to continue with this, man, because I'm telling y'all need to listen to this. Because this is really the thing, man, why we shouldn't be so aggressive and negative with each other as boxing fans about boxing. Because it's what we're doing right now that really makes it so fun. Because you really can't do this with other sports, man. You really can't. There's just not as many teams. There's not as many personalities. Anyway, Kobe said recently, oh, I got you, brother. So, yeah, all of those great fights. And my guy, All in Mind Boxing, said, what up, what for now? We love you here in Detroit. We got the 04 Pistons and the 88-89 Pistons. Oh man, the original Pistons. The bad boys. Definitely got the bad boys. Because you got Zeke. You don't want no Zeke, man. You don't want, that's somebody else that they don't even understand. Dude, Zeke used to go crazy in the early 80s. Crazy. Man, Zeke will put 50 on you. Isaiah Thomas, if Isaiah Thomas wanted to put 50 points on you, could put 50 points on you whenever Isaiah Thomas wanted to put 50 points on you. I'm telling you, wasn't nobody stopping Isaiah Thomas, dog. So anybody with any Detroit team with a healthy Isaiah Thomas, nah, bro. I used to want Isaiah Thomas to be a point guard on the Bulls so bad. I was like, God, dog, if we had Zeke, man. Oh, if we had Zeke and Mike. Oh, my God, man. It would have been just utter demolition. It used to be utter. It would be. Oh, and by the way, Isaiah Thomas used to do Mike dirty in the Pro-Ams in Chicago. I saw it. Michael Jordan could not guard Isaiah Thomas to save his life. I mean it. And I saw him try. I saw him like in real life in pro-am games watching them. When Mike first got in the league and Zeke was still playing pro-am games. Mike may be putting up 30 on them cats in the end, but he was eating 40 from Isaiah. Believe it. That's why Isaiah always looks at him like, say what you want. That's the core of it. Mike don't like the fact he couldn't guard Isaiah. For shit, he couldn't guard Isaiah. For nothing, he couldn't guard Isaiah. And I saw it. He could not. Isaiah way too quick and could hit a shot from anywhere. Not from deep three. He wasn't a big deep three-point shooter, but dude, off the dribble, nothing you could do with him. But anyway, answer to that question, most definitely. Give me any version of give me the Pistons with Zeke. Give me Pistons with Zeke. John Boy said, how many times ESPN and all the reporters say the fight is signed? I buy Bud and waiting on the duck, Errol and the shame of boxing Al. F them liars. Much love, John Boy. Hey, man, here's what it is, bro. Slick Skip in the building said, hey, man, if I may, F Trump, they going to make that dude a legend. They going to make Trump a legend, bro. These dummies going to make Trump a legend. If he ain't one already, bro. Y'all need to stop playing like that, man. Half of y'all crooks. Don't get selective. You know what I'm saying? F Trump, fight a good fight, my brothers. Love to John B. Never give up the fight. And of course, quack, quack, quack. And everybody, man, we need this super positive energy for Slick Skip, bro. Yeah, Wilder, Joshua, yeah, but they're not going to do that. That's not ready. No, that's not good. That's not ready, Rise. That's not ready. That's not ready. That's not ready, bro. I don't want to see Anthony killed. That's not ready. I don't even want to see that right now. Justin Hawkins in the building. Thank you, brother. He said we have Super Chat Thursday, but here's a tip. Here's tip Tuesday, Fanon. Tuesday, salute OG. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, Justin Hawkins. Yeah, I cast it on the Super Chat. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, brother, so much for this. But thank you for sponsoring the video. I don't have sponsors, man. I wish PBC and Dazn would both sponsor me. Sponsor me, man. I'll sell out for you. I'm not going to sell out. I wish they would sponsor channels, bro. But they don't sponsor, not that I know of. Anyway, William, he was very good. I'm not sure what that is. Fanon, I grew up, what is this? I grew up watching, Pistol Pete. And people had, Pistol Pete was sick with it. Yeah, Pete Maravich. Yeah, Pete Maravich was sick with it, bro. Hey, Lester and Leslie Blue Insane Williams. You got to get one from John Bowie. Slick Skip, no, seriously, man. Not for real. Positivity to you, man. Keep a great attitude and visualize it, man. You just, here, I'm going to say this. We're going to do a little voodoo, bro. We're going to do a little voodoo on the channel. Okay? Without any type of stuff, we're going to do it. Now, my mama going to get mad that I called it that. However, it's pretty much the same thing. Elijah Wan, definitely the man. Oh, my God. That's the only guy, in my opinion, was close to Mike in the league was Elijah Wan. Elijah Wan was like, Jesus. Elijah Wan as an athlete may have been the greatest basketball athlete I've ever seen is Elijah Wan. Elijah Wan is a better athlete than LeBron James is. God, dog. Yeah, I saw that. He said, yeah, they said it is. No, he said sources reveal to the ring that the will finally take place. It is believed. They're saying it's pretty strong. They are saying this in the affirmative. They could have got that from, who knows, we'll see. For now, if you start doing like interviews like Brian Custer, PBC will hire you. I'm almost sure they're aware of your market. Oh, yeah, they know me for sure. Oh, come on, Fanon. Voodoo is demonic. Shut up, man. I'm not trying. Shut up and listen. Okay? Shh. Slick Skip has something you want to take place. Okay? You want for it to not be there, right? For it not to be there. Slick. What you don't want to be there. And there's going to be a time when it's not going to be there. So what you should do is you just in your mind, visualize you sitting down in a seat. Visualize the color of the seat. There's a table in front of you with whatever your favorite drink is. Could be pop, could be whatever. Imagine yourself how happy you feel because it's no longer there. Then feel yourself drinking that coffee or drinking that drink and how happy you feel and how relieved you feel drinking that. And then look at your watch and see what the date is. Do that. Hold on one second. Do that. Oh, wow. Oh, they're saying the same thing, bro. Nah, that's the same thing. All they just Bleacher Report is reporting on what they said. So anyway, yeah, man, that's just the way to pray, man. So just do that and then just leave it alone. But you got to feel happy and you got to really believe that it took place. And do that, man. There you go. I was playing about the word voodoo, so just stop. Okay, don't get all carried away, bro. It's just visualize it. Happiness, it's happened. And then be thankful for it, that it's happened. And that you're good. Okay, it works for me, so maybe it'll work for you. God has been great to me through some very, very, very hard times. Because I learned and listened to some elders that said, hey, try this. And I tried it, and it works very well for me. So there you go, bro. From me to you, brother, I hope you do well, and I'm praying for you, no doubt about it. Bud Crawford looking fire for his age. I mean, he looks a great fighter. Is he a great fighter? No doubt about it. Yeah, I got it, bro. We're going to say that one more time, man. Voodoo is a new word. Look, I was just playing about the word. I don't care what you call that. I don't care what you call about that. Well, I don't know what you call. I don't care what you call that. I'm just saying, man, believe it, receive it. You know what I mean? Speak it, believe it, receive it. Feel it, receive it. But feel it, speak it, feel it, receive it. Any way you want to cut it, bro. That's all I'm trying to put is any type of pie. And it can't it can't hurt to do it. It ain't gonna hurt to do that. So might as well give it a shot, bro. Mo Money said, Fernando, watch some throwback on the concept of God and how he truly exists. Are you a Christian? I am me, bro. I'm not. There isn't. Look, I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get into that. He said that's prayer. Yeah, it is. That's how you pray. But anyway, look, man. Facts, words have power. You speak it, and it can come true. Look, man, call it whatever you want. I don't care. You can call it whatever you want. Call it whatever you want. That's what people in sports do all the time. They visualize it. They visualize it. Voodoo is what aided the Haitians to defeat them funky ass French. Hey, anyway, when Spence, Crawford, and PBC announced the fight, I'll believe it. Until then, Ring, Mike Benson, Coppinger, whatever other reporters can sit their ass down. Yeah, bro, pretty much, bro. It already came out from everybody else. So what's the big deal? What they're doing is, you know what they're doing. What they're doing is they're hearing from other people and the buzz is around and they go ask somebody and they say, yeah, it's close. Looks like we're going to get it done. And all you're doing is validating what Lefty said a while ago. That's what Lefty said a while ago. This is nothing that Chicken Talk didn't already say. What this should tell you is you should subscribe to Chicken Talk. Go watch Lefty. Go subscribe to Still Loyal in the Soil. He's good with everything except for when it comes to Michael Jordan, because in that particular instance, he's probably from Detroit. You know what I mean? All you got to go is listen to him. Dude, you don't got to, man, waiting for it on Bleacher Report. Man, Lace Ben said it. That's who said it. Everybody else started shooting it down because he said it. Because I want to be the one who says it. So no, that's not. No, he said it. Okay? He said it. I did a video as soon as I heard him say it. And now you got Chicken Talk doing it. Now you got Ring Magazine doing it weeks later. All that's telling you is you need to be paying attention to what people are saying before you and not read the Ring. Ring Magazine is not proof. Ring Magazine has been wrong. Ring Magazine is not proof. The proof is when they make the fight. No. Proof that what? Proof that somebody said it? I believed it. I knew somebody said it when Lefty said somebody said it. Dude, Lefty talks directly to Steven Espinoza. Just like Tay Jones talks to Steven Espinoza. Just like these guys are in these guys' camps. Come on, man. I told you, look, for me, when I sent a note to somebody that didn't respond to me, I was like, okay, these guys are on silent mode. Either I did something to them, which I didn't do anything different than I always do. You know what I'm saying? So they can't be any more upset with me now than they were before. But for some reason, they didn't answer my question. So they didn't answer my question. I thought, oh, okay, well, maybe they don't want to do anything because they're like, nah, we're not talking to anybody about anything until this thing gets done. Because they're like, we're getting it done. But you saw Arrow put the spin the block thing out there. You saw Terrence Crawford get cocky with me and talk about, oh, you're going to be mad. I ain't never ducked nobody. He did all these guys. They sent out signals. And then this guy sends out signals. I'm not waiting for Dougie Fisher. Dougie Fisher ain't got no inside scoop. Ain't got no inside scoop in the PBC. They don't. Tony said, oh no, bro. Tony said, if you like us all, unblock me. Brother, Tony T, whatever you did to your channel that keeps you being able to talk bad about me and I can't comment on your comments, sorry, bro. Can't do it. Tony, I tried to respond to like 4 of your comments and I couldn't do it. And I have never seen that on YouTube before, where literally every comment I put up, every time you left some real funky note for me and I tried to respond to it, I didn't even have the option button. So how about you go unblock me on your channel? However you did that. Because if anybody is on my channel and I can't comment on their comment, I got to get rid of you. You're not harassing me for free, bro. And I'll tell you, you can have your $2 back too, bro. Hey, decline payment. You can keep your $2, bro, but I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Nah, bro. So, but anyway, I don't have a problem unblocking me, but you got to unblock me. Tony T don't got a channel. Yes, you do. You can block anybody on any channel, bro. Doesn't matter if you got 2 subs, 1 subs, nothing. You can block anybody, bro. All you got to do is hit block. That's it. That's it. You can find a comment that they left anywhere and go channel and block it. So nah, bro. Nah, it's not cold. I'm not going to take $2 from somebody and me tell you that I blocked you. You know what I mean? Nah, he sent me a message. He doesn't have to pay me $2 to give me the message. I appreciate that, though. Like my guy, Adrian Molina in the building. Said, for Blessing, Slick, Bowie, and the rest. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm not going to take your money for... He just wanted to give me a message. So I got the message. So I had the option to decline it. Usually you don't have an option to decline it. So he just wanted to say something. He didn't have to give me $2 to say that to me. I was waiting for Tony T. I was waiting on you to see how you were going to get me a message, because you were going to find out you got your ass blocked. You out there in them comment sections talking real crazy. Just so you know, Tony T, I'm not going to listen to you mistreat me over and over and over and over and over again. Okay? I do like Terrence Crawford fans. I like Terrence Crawford as a fighter. All kind of Terrence Crawford fans I don't block. But if you talk crazy to me over and over and over again, what you think I'm going to do? Just keep, and I can't even respond to you? No, bro. On my own channel, I can't respond to you? Nah, bro, you got to go. Got to go. Got to go, got to go, got to go, got to go. And on top of it, I can't even find your comment anymore because they're all gone on my channel. Tony T tried it, declined. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not going to take your money to tell you I kicked you out. You know what I mean? Unless you're RuPaul, at which point in time, that's what he does. Got it to where number one can comment on it. Got it to where nowhere can comment on his post. Yeah, I could not comment on his blatant insults. So I tried it for like 3 weeks. Like, I was like, okay, maybe it's my phone. Then no. Then I went to my computer and I was like, oh, how's he do that? However it happened, I'm not going to. And then I thought to myself, you know what? I don't know how this happened, but I'm going to block you because it happened. So if you send a note to me, Tony T, and here, I'm going to give it to you right here, okay? Tony T. Here's a link. All you have to do, and I'm not going to put you on the channel. All you have to do is hit this link. That's it. All you got to do is hit that link. When you hit that link, all you got to do is come in. I'm not going to put you on there, but you can put your channel name and I will unblock you in the private chat. And I'll unblock you. However, if you leave a comment and I see them all of them, anytime I want to look up a comment from anybody, I can find any comment that you ever left on my page. And if one of them included a personal insult at me, your ass gonna be blocked again. Because this is about boxing. It's not about you attacking me as a person. Okay? If I have an opinion that I don't agree with, that's why Bradley Savage, who's not even here today, got shut up so much yesterday. Because you keep resorting to insulting me and telling me, well, you don't want this and you just this. And every time you say that, dude, I'm throwing your ass out. Is what I'm saying reasonable or is what I'm saying unreasonable? Period. And I'm not interested in you trying to read my mind, partner. Because guess what? I don't like a lot of things. And you don't have any idea about it. Because you better believe there are some people that I ain't never said a bad word about ever. Fighters. And I don't like them. It's just not relevant to what they're doing. I don't like them, but it's not as if they're doing things that deserve criticism. I just don't like them. So you don't see me saying that. Okay? There are fighters that I like, that I criticize. All right? I like Devin Haney. I think that's a good dude. I do. Bill Haney, I think that's a good dude. I just think he gets beside himself. And he doesn't like what my opinion is. So I can't do anything about you not liking my opinion. Jareli Hadi, thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man, for that support, man. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you. Leslie said that's the real math. Yeah, when John Boy says you can get it, that's what's up. I'll get you. You just got to wait for John Boy to do that. John Boy said, I woke up off 3 to 4 hours sleep to get at that idiot Bradley Savage. I mean, look, dude, it's like you attacking me personally because your argument sucks. You telling me things like I hate myself. You just mad because of this. All of that stuff is just you attacking me. and trying to make the conversation about me and change, and which is changing the subject by a personal attack. So I'm not trying to hear all of that, man. Much love in that super chat, bro. Yeah, man. Make sure y'all put them positive good wishes out there for Slick Skip in the same fashion too, bro. In the same fashion. It's hard to practice that though. That's a lot harder than you think it is. Just so you let you know. That is a lot harder than you think, than it seems just saying that. It's difficult. Really, really difficult to feel it. You ain't got to explain yourself. You the man. I respect you for it. Do your dang thing. I enjoy the channel. Thank you, Thomas Jackson. Sometimes, man, sometimes, bro, you got to explain it. Don't come at a man being disrespectful. That's a man rule. Follow it. Yeah, just don't make it personal, man. I've never said anything personal about Bill Haney, ever. I've never said, oh, he's just a hater. He's just a lie. I've never attacked him personally. I've never said Devin Haney was scared of anybody or Devin Haney is just a, I never did that. Oh, did I get the? Hold on, man. Did you get your mug yet, bro? Is this? Hold on, man. Mug from? I'm gonna leave that alone. Just tuned in, came in from another live channel. Energy here is totally different. What you talking about, Barry Basson? Derek Basson? What's wrong? Is something good or bad with the energy here? There's something good or bad with the energy. I hope the energy's good. I try to make it good. I'm having a good time. Thank you to everybody that supports the channel, though. No joke. Appreciate you very, 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 very much, man. Coffee mug. Yeah, from who? Who did I order a coffee mug from? That's Keys to the Game boxing channel that I ordered a mug from. I don't get it. Bill Haney called you a 3-punch combo. He hates on you for 9, but I respect what you said about him. Good stuff. What's a 3-piece combo? What do you mean I'm a 3-piece combo? What's a 3-piece combo? I don't get it. You got to give me, you guys. Hey, Incel in the building. Thank you, brother. Says showing support. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. What is that supposed to mean? If you're gonna insult me, you gotta let me know what that means. I'm a 3-piece combo. I'm 3 chickens in a side and a biscuit. Is that a way of calling me like an Uncle Tom or something? Because please don't call me no Uncle Tom. Because then we can get personal. Okay? Trust you me. You don't want me making an argument for people being Uncle Toms. You do not want me doing that one. Okay? Trust you me, you don't. Because that one, you're not going to come out, not going to look out looking, you was using what the hell what does that mean? You're a 3-piece combo? Only thing that I can say is there's usually a biscuit with a combo. Is there a biscuit with a combo? Fried chicken and biscuits? I don't even understand what that means. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, shout out to RuPaul stinking ass in the trash can. From the Phoenix. Much love in that super chat, bro. Yeah, I don't know what that is, bro. Trust me. 3-piece sound like a breast, thigh, and a leg. Yeah, I mean, I don't even get that, bro. What is that? 3-piece combination from where? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is that? Dude said there are biscuits. I mean, what's the biscuit? What's the combo? Like, I don't even get that. Yeah, you got to explain that to me. I just don't understand that. He's saying you big. What do you mean I'm big? Like big what? Like, what is that? What do you mean I'm big? What do you mean I'm big? Like I'm physically big? Yeah, he means basic. Basic? I'm basic. Okay. I'm basic. Woo-wee. As in unintelligent? Okay. If you say so. Oh, I'm lame? Okay. Whatever, bro. All right, I guess I'm lame, bro. Why you know my name if I'm so lame? That's slang for saying you basic. No, saying I'm basic is slang. What does that mean, I'm basic? I am very basic. Logic is very basic. Did he really say that? I have no idea, bro. He may have. I just don't know what that means. If you're saying I'm basic, I am basic. I'm very basic. I got to check you out, though. I think you're a troll. I ain't gonna lie. I think you're a troll. So I'm gonna have to check you out, and I think I'm more than likely gonna throw you out. So hold on one second, because you did get a good amount of conversation out of me, which makes me have to go to your channel. And I'm gonna go to your channel, and yeah, you're gonna get thrown out of here because you're not old enough. See you later, Lester Lazy Blue Insane Williams, block user. Thank you. So now you're out here because you're bringing up nonsense. But just so you know, I enjoyed it for the couple seconds it lasted. Okay? You found a way to switch this on to Bill Haney somehow. So you got to get out of here. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, man. But you definitely showed that I'm not basic. I'm going to throw your ass out for bringing up something that I don't want to talk about, number one. And number two, for you asking me something about a mug that came from somebody else, not you. And three, for you asking for a wrench. So you have all the signs of a troll. So if Bill Haney knows one thing about me, it's that I am not basic. If by that you mean unintelligent. Oh, no worries, bro. I saw it coming the entire time. Don't worry about it. I got nothing but love for Bill Haney, bro. I have no dislike for Bill Haney at all. And there's nothing he can say that's going to change my mind about it. The only thing I heard him call me is Fanon the Khan. And I think I got it. I don't know because I changed my phone, so I don't have a lot of numbers. I think he sent me a very positive message one day. I just don't know if it was him. So, you know what it is. I don't know. Somebody may have got my number. But anyway, it goes, bro. Fanon started to think, he out of here. Yeah, that's easy. I was just letting him keep saying stuff till I knew he was a troll. Man, all they need to know is that snitched on this man in a drug deal going wrong and posted mug shots of Tank. I can't get into all of that, man. It is what it is with all of that, bro. It is with all of that. You know what I mean? It is what it is with all of that. I'm just a boxing fan talking boxing, man, and it is what it is. You know, it ain't my plan, dog. I'm just reading it all the same. You know, and if you think I'm lame, you know, whatever, whole bunch of people are the same. And I don't even care if you frame somebody for a duck. What the F? I hope y'all caught that. Keith Thomas said, folks don't realize boxing has many moving parts. Sometimes the parts don't move at the same time. That's why at times we can't predict the fight date. Yeah, it is what it is, man. Yeah, I understand that. That 3-piece and a biscuit is a reference for putting hands on somebody. At least that's what, as I interpret it, dude, they're not putting hands on me. Bill Haney is not going to put hands on me. That guy's not going to put hands on me. That's just easy right there. Okay? He's not threatening to put hands on me, bro. So it is what it is, bro. There's nothing remotely like that going on, bro. So you guys can stop all of that drama. I just think that it is what it is. His son did not get ducked by a lot of people that they were saying he ducked him. You know what I mean? I don't know, Fanon. He might get you. Let me tell you this. Let me assure you of this. He's not going to put hands on me. I've been next to Bill Haney. He's not going to put hands on me. Not going to put hands on me. I won't get close enough for you to do it. And on top of it, why? What did I do or say for somebody to touch me? I don't know what kind of sensitive people you think grown people are, but you don't get that far in your life being dumb. Injure me, and I'm going to own a lot of stuff. Okay? So, no, he's not going to put his hands on me. For no reason? No. Not unless I put my hands on him or act like that. Or we start yelling around like children. Or we fighting over a girl or something. And I'm not fighting over a girl. You know what I'm saying? What am I going to? I'm not saying anything bad about his wife. I'm not insulting his kids. None of that. So what for? What for exactly? Come on, man. John Boy said, quick question. If Dev's jabs, then cuddle you outside the ring, do you call, man, stop, man. Much love in that super chat, bro. There's nothing to say about what, everything that I said is true. So there's no reason for anybody to, I know there's reason to people be mad because I said it. You're just mad. If anybody's mad, it's because I said it. Lazy Rick, he don't play about his son. I don't care if he plays about his son or not. What's that got to do with me? You know what I'm saying? What do you think? What's that got to do with me? Do you understand? Did you hear what Gervonta Davis said about his son? Do you think Bill Haney's going to go slap Devin Haney? Going to go slap Gervonta Davis because of what Gervonta Davis said about his son? No. You think people are that soft where they're going to be, man, I don't know what you guys think. That is for you. That's for y'all that do all that craziness, man. That's immature people that do all of that. You are going to live your life, bro, and have a lot of people say things that you do not like. If you were not the type of person to be able to control yourself, you'd be in jail for the rest of your life already. And I mean the rest of your life, because you're going to come out the next day and somebody's going to do something you don't like. Anyway, John Bowie says, I know that one makes Slick Skip smile. Yeah, for now, man. Anyway, Lazy Rick, I got to see you later, bro. You're on timeout. You guys got to leave me alone. You're stealing my shine, man. Stop stealing my shine. I don't want to talk about Devin Haney. Don't want to talk about Bill Haney. Don't want to talk about it. Leave me alone. I'm telling you, leave me alone with that stupidity. Grow up. I don't play about my son. What? You think somebody that says something sideways to my son, I'm going to punch him in the face because I don't play about my son? What is there to play with? Oh, somebody says, oh, a kid is on the court and he says, oh, I crossed you over, and he talks smack to my son. Think I'm going to run over there and punch the kid? My son plays basketball. The other team wins. The other guy said, oh, you can't guard me. You think I'm going to go tackle his dad? You know, like what? Grow up. Like, please grow up. Grow up. And I'm going to tell you, I'm just going to laugh. I'm going to smile. I'm going to laugh. And I'm going to walk away from y'all clowns. And you better believe, bro, a whole lot of people will say, when you see this part of me on the screen, you will think, okay, yeah, what you'll do. And then you'll walk up on about 6'2", 270 and wonder whether or not it's really worth your time to put your hands on me. And I mean it. People do not look at me like, oh, yeah, that's easy money. They don't do that. I'm not no little dude, okay? That's not people's first reaction to me. The first reaction is, shit, you're big. Yeah, I'm big. I'm very big. You're not just going to be like, okay, yeah. yeah, let me just slap this dude. Nah, usually not. Usually not. It's usually like, hey, man, what's going on, big man? Hey, what's going on, man? You know what I mean? Stop. It's usually not, that's not even the reaction people give me when they see me. is, yeah, let me start a fight with him. No. You see Shaq, you don't say, let's start. Now, I'm not as big as him, but you just usually don't do that. And I'm not a coward, bro. So you're not going to smell weakness on me. He looked like an easy mark. Why, you children? Like, leave me alone, bro. Like, for real, leave me alone, bro. That's how y'all ruin my day with that nonsense, man. Seem little itty bitty dudes, man. Like little itty bitty dudes talking always to me. And leave me alone, man. You same size here, 6 foot, same weight, trying to drop some also, but people don't try me for not. Yeah, people don't usually do that to people that are well north of 250. And it ain't all fat, partner. You know what I mean? People don't usually do that. They don't usually do that. Anyway, I'm not really worried, dude. For now, Grand Rising, good brother. What's going on, Brandon Ames? How you feeling, brother? Hope you're doing well, man. But look, man, I'm probably going to get out of here just a little bit early today and give my voice a break. Man, because these trolls are in here, man. Your mama got, oh, man. Boxing is life. Haney got you scared. Yeah, he got me scared. I'm petrified. This happens every time. Man, I can't stand y'all Haney fans. That's why, dude, I'm telling you, man, you guys bringing some real bad juju on that boy. Y'all going to disappear. You dudes going to disappear like, God, dog, I don't know who disappeared, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, who did all a lot of, you're going to be out there, you're going to be hanging out there like, y'all going to be hanging out there like Teofimo Lopez fans in a minute. Y'all keep talking crazy, bro. He said, Fanai been on that bike, getting it in. He about to punish somebody. Bro, let me tell you something. Before that, I was on the weights. And like, dude, I'm not about to fight nobody, but believe you me, bro, I'm not even going to come near you if I think that there's a reason that I would. Why? You can grow up. Man, I'm trying to tell you, just grow up, bro. Grow up. What did KQKC say? Shout out to KQKC. What are you talking about with KQKC? Admitted what was? Zenith, I just tried every channel, chat every day. Dang, do they not see something else? What are you talking about? Under Echelon is Zenith. He said, sports bar is always something whining about not getting everything they wanted. Oh, yeah, it's completely orchestrated. Dude, man, that crap with Devin Haney is so phony, bro. All the beefs are phony. I mean, think about this for a second, bro. I'm going to do this before I get out of here. Who does this? Who asked for Lomachenko to be taken off the pound-for-pound list and then complains about being on it? And when they take him off of it, they complain about him being taken off of it. Man, dude, it's terrible because nobody wants to talk about y'all. The Haney topic, KQKC admitted it live. He was asked to make him a topic, and he said no once. And they did not like that. Of course. Of course. Of course it's orchestrated. Of course it's orchestrated. Hey, man, would you mind doing a video on this? I'll do it. Yeah, no worry, I'll do it. Of course it's orchestrated. It's obviously orchestrated. There's nothing organic about it at all. Like, literally, dude, for all of this talk, there's nowhere near this much talk for Shakur Stevenson. But when Shakur Stevenson's numbers hit, they're higher than Devin's. But you don't hear anywhere near this. Nowhere near it. Teofimo Lopez has the same followers, more followers. You never hear it. You would swear from the attention that Devin Haney gets that this dude is anywhere near the size of Gervonta. It's make-believe, man. It's make-believe. And no, you should never get on the channel with me because I'm going to ask you what your gate was. What was your gate in your fight? I don't want to go to I don't want to have to do Freedom of Information Acts and request the gates and put them up and, man, stop. Devin ain't getting any bigger. Please. Slowly. If you get bigger slowly, okay, you're getting bigger slowly. First of all, the question is bigger than what and how slow? Bigger than what and how slow? I've seen YouTube channels getting bigger. They had 1,000 subs, and now 5 years later, they've got 1,100 subs. They're getting bigger, but slowly. How big and how slow are the relevant questions for that? Not as big as Gervonta and not growing nearly as fast. The arguments for making that fight is all around those belts. And if he loses those belts, that's it. Ryan Garcia doesn't even need a belt for people to call for that fight. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Excuse me, Gerard. No, Shakur Stevenson was promoted more than Devin Haney. More than Devin Haney. More than Devin Haney. He had better promotion than Devin Haney. Do you know why? Because his entire career has been on ESPN and all his fights have been available for everybody to see. Devin, right when he was on the rise, went to Dazn and hit out on an app, and nobody watched him fight. For a guy that's hidden on an app, for everything but the last two of his fights, for a guy that's been hidden out on an app for 3-4 years, he sure does have a lot of conversation going on when nobody was watching him fight. And you know it. Ryan Garcia was on that same app. But for some reason, Ryan Garcia had a big enough a following to get on a co-main event with Gervonta Davis and get into the top 10 biggest fights in gates in boxing history. Come on, man. First truth of the matter is, Merch said Devin hit in Mexico. No, there's like 16 fights for Devin that really don't count. Fighting in Mexico against people that are fights that are not televised, all of that. He had a little stint on Showtime of fighting on Boxing After Dark or Showtime Showbox. He had his Showbox, and then DAZN nobody watched, and then he got 2 fights on ESPN, and he got the ESPN crowd. The same people that always watch ESPN fights watched him. It is what it is, though, bro. I'm out of here. Much love to everybody in the chat, everybody in the super chat. I'm going to cut out of here a little bit earlier, man. Dave Williams said, Fanon, you're absolutely right. Yeah, but you guys ruined the chat for me, man. I can't stand. I'm going to start tomorrow. I'm going to tell you now. Ask me a question about them. If I don't recognize you, I'm blocking you. I got to time you out every time you do it. Because really, we were talking about Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, which is a much more important conversation. It's a much more important. They're trying to get the tank type buzz. It ain't happening. Much love in the super chat, bro. Now I'll keep going. But, so no, bro. How early in advance can we order the pay-per-view? I don't know. There was a much more fun and real conversation going on about a fight that could be taking place that is a real fight that people are really interested in. People may be sick of, it's on, it's off, it's on, it's off, it's on, it's off, it's on. All of that talk, which you got significantly less of this year. Just little bit blips here and there. Thomas Hill said, much love to you, Fanon. I appreciate your craft and gift to the community. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that you appreciate it. I really do. I appreciate that you appreciate it. But I can't do any of this more talk. You guys literally really trying to steal talk for this guy. He's not a big name, man. He's not a big name. I should be talking about Alexander Usyk. You know what I mean? For real. Like, if you really want the truth, you need to thank me for talking about him. Thank me for talking about him. Because it's not really interesting topic to the vast majority of boxing fans. And if I wanted to be mean about it, that's what I would say. I would say, look, man, you are not that big. And the belts didn't matter when the other guys had it. So why do the belts matter now that you have it? Hey, it's not announced yet, Sam Granderson, but hopefully. Anyway, but look, I am going to get out of here, man, because, you know, I want to make sure. I want to take a day off, man. It's tough, man. It's tough to get a day off, bro. It really, really is, man. It's really tough to get a day off. But I'm going to give my voice a half hour off. You know what I mean? I'm going to give it a half hour off. But you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you guys so much for your support. Really do appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow with a full show. But I just want to give myself, about a half an hour break a little bit early today. I'm going to holler at you, man. Boxing brought me to your channel, but I always also learn from you, Fanon. Thank you. John Boy in the building with the super chat. Thank you, brother. Said, just imagine the poor 16 Mexican dishwashers and cooks that Haney assaulted, all the cuddling. Why you let the fluster you? I'm not flustered you. Honestly, man, I just want to. I mean, seriously, man. Why fluster me? I'm not flustered. I guess it's because it's stupid. And I want to talk about things that are real, man. And there's nothing else to say, man. This has been broken down to the bone with Devin Haney. I don't like talking about Devin Haney, bro. There's never been anything that has come positive for me for talking about the guy. Never. I mean it. If I do a positive video about Devin Haney, I get slack from them. If I don't talk about him, they come around and start talking about him, giving me slack. And then if I tell the truth about him, there's literally nothing good for me that ever comes from Devin Haney. Nothing. I've got nothing out of it, man. Nothing out of it. With Terrence Crawford, I can't even say that that's the truth, because there's been some really positive things that I've gotten from Terrence Crawford. I'm talking about me personally. There's been things that I've gotten out of talking about Terrence Crawford. Dude, there's a lot of Terrence Crawford fans that really like talking about Terrence Crawford. And I like the conversation because Terrence Crawford is really an excellent fighter. He's really an excellent fighter. And I supported Terrence Crawford for years before he knew who I was. Terrence Crawford has earned a lot of what he's gotten. He really has. But this guy just won a fight against Kambosos. And the world is supposed to stop and bow down in praise. You beat George Kambosos. And that's it. And I can't act. Some of y'all can act. Some of y'all are acting. And I mean it. They don't like arguing for argument's sake. Like, I can defend any points you give me to defend. If I think this is true, I can defend it no matter what. That's different than you truly believing it. Because you have to look at the circumstance, man. You know what I mean? Like, I can get, anyway, hey, that's how you know you have a good impact for nine. We ain't trying to go. Well, I appreciate it. Y'all pretty much asking me to keep staying. I'm not trying to, I'm just sick of it, man. I mean, I'm for real sick of that. Sick of that. And on top of it, it ruined such a good section in boxing, man. The Devin Haney conversation, dude, seriously, it's like a plague. It was like a plague to the one of the greatest sections in boxing that there's been, man. Like, really, man, there was really great strides made for black fighters that really were not getting any fair or positive treatment from guys like Dougie Fisher and Steve Kim and the mainstream media. I had watched, and here, this is, I'll tell you, I'll talk just to you, Fahim. I've been watching boxing and been paying attention to the boxing media. I've been paying attention to the boxing media intensely for about, I say 22 years. Really 22 years. I've been a fan of boxing for I've been a fan of, not Bud. Not Bud. Devin, not Bud. Devin, not Bud. I disagree. Not Bud. Not Bud. Devin. Devin. Not Bud. Devin. Before John Bowie said, just think that, okay, I got my guy John Bowie. Thank you, brother. Let me slide back down. I got John Bowie. I'm sorry. Hold on. Oh, he said, just think they think the only 6 Mexicans saying build the wall. Much love in that super show. Thank you, brother. So look, this is what I mean by it. All right. YouTube has changed. YouTube boxing has changed significantly since I started my channel. It changed from before then. Where now YouTube channels are commercialized. But anyway, let's go back from the beginning of it. In the 2000s, when there was no YouTube, the internet came out, right? And people started widely using the internet. So the internet allowed for the boxing media to leave the written page. That's when they said print is dead. When print died and everything went digital online, journalists started having individual pages where they covered the sport of boxing. They were journalists, and they were on things like Eastside Boxing, which I do believe now is Boxing News 24, Max Boxing, which is where the ringside guys, where the Ring Magazine guys came from, and different ones. Boxing Scene, right? Boxing Scene was also, I do believe Boxing Scene was also a magazine at one point in time, but Boxing Scene did a better job of transitioning than Ring Magazine did. But whatever. So really, I started reading the articles and engaging with fight fans in the comment sections. Then it went to YouTube, but it was a gradual shift to YouTube. It was a gradual shift to YouTube, where now the people, not just the journalists, but the people that were in the comment sections, right? They were in the comment sections of the articles. They left those and they became, some of them started doing YouTube channels. But YouTube channels were just about talking about boxing, and they would have a different narrative than the mainstream media did. But mainstream media could never really get a hold of YouTube. That's Ring Magazine page. That's why nobody watches that stuff, right? The most you can get from mainstream media on YouTube, and it's not going to change, is the fight hypes, where they can put the interviews on, and they get access to the shows. They give you the highlights, right? They're in training, they do all that, and they have the direct interviews. That's about the extent that you get mainstream media really on YouTube. But the comments started to grow, right? Specifically, like guys like Dante's Boxing Nation started growing, Boxing Ego started growing, other channels started growing, right? And now you have a situation where you have influencers, because now we're in an influencer situation. We're not with the media, we're with the influencers. So now influencers have a huge voice in boxing because everybody's listening to their opinion. When boxers figured that out, they started going to influencers. And then influencers started to try to become media. And they started narratives that were right. But watch this, countering narratives from the media. And black fighters like Deontay Wilder, like Errol Spence, like Terrence Crawford, other people like Floyd Mayweather Jr., they all started getting more press, better information, better voices, better talk about them out in the public on a regular basis from YouTube channels than they ever got from guys like that worked at Ring Magazine. So the reason why I say this Devin Haney stuff is so sad is because they're doing the same thing that mainstream media would do, but they're doing it with YouTube channels who are caressing the narrative, caressing the information, misinformation, half information, sensationalized information, and all of it pointed in a way that they wanted to go. So now you look at many corners of YouTube that have lost so much respect in their ability to actually guide what people think. I'm not telling you get a bunch of views because you can put up a piece of footage. Oh, I'm going to get 100,000 views because I can put up a picture of Gervonta Davis throwing punches. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about being able to have an intelligent conversation about the sport of boxing in a way where somebody walks away more informed than they were when they began talking to you. They don't care about the views. If somebody puts a highlight video in there and they get 1 million views, those are a bunch of empty views because it's not telling you anything that is going to change your mind, that is going to tell you, explain to you how something works, which is when you have people that act like they're both at the same time. They act like they're the same at the same time. You're going to act like you're influencing, but you're a media, but you're the promoter. No, you're being the same thing that Dougie Fisher is being. Dougie Fisher works for a promoter. He works for a promoter, Oscar De La Hoya. And he pushes the fighters that Oscar De La Hoya and the other people that either donate or pay or responsible for the living of those journalists, they push that line. So now you got people pretending that that's not what they're doing when they're talking to you like I'm talking to you. But I'm not them. I'm not them. I'm not your pawn. I'm not your PR. And if you act and try to challenge me, you're going to lose. Because I am not your pawn. I'm going to tell you, Devin Haney was never that man's mandatory. He never was. He never was. They never ordered it. There's a difference between the mandatory and the number one contender. And we know this. Lomachenko can fight Teofimo Lopez and not Devin, and it's not a duck. Terrence Crawford's resume until he gets to 147, I'm sorry, there's nothing wrong with it. He fought everybody he was supposed to fight from 135 to 140. But guess what? He really hasn't fought anybody at 147. That's not me. You media people. That's when Terrence Crawford said that to me. He said, oh, you're just saying that for the press. I'm not the press, Terrence. No, I'm not. I'm not saying anything for the press. I don't care about the press. Don't care. I don't care about the promoters. I really don't. They don't pay me. They don't feed me. They don't. I am not going to sacrifice the people that are a part of my community. And I'm going to tell you something else. This is the frustration. I've always had a community. My own. Always. Always. Before I was ever connected with anybody else on YouTube in any way, form, or fashion, I had 15,000 subscribers before that. Before that. So when it was time for me, I was like, okay, I can't do this anymore. And I could not do it anymore. I couldn't. It wasn't going to ever affect me because I already had my own community. Always had it. Always. Since I began the channel. Because I've always said, I want to talk to you as a person through this camera. I don't care about being famous. I'm not trying to be famous. I'm not trying to take Dougie Fisher's job. I'm not trying to be the first guy to report this, report that. I'm not new media. I'm just in a boxing community. No different than what we originally said. It's the comment section to the articles. That's all this is. When somebody writes an article, I'm in the comment section. But in this time, I have my own comment section, and I can throw your ass out. You cannot throw me out. If you bring any of that blatantly racist stuff, I'm going to throw you out. If you start lying and purposely spreading misinformation, I'm going to throw you out. So that's what you feel with me with this Devin Haney thing. He's a very good fighter, bro. And that's all I know, is that he's a very good fighter. That's all I know. He is not Gervonta Davis. He is not Gervonta Davis status. He is monster. He's not Monster Inoue status while you playing. Because at least Monster Inoue, who was undisputed, can sell out stadiums in Japan. He's not the United States version of Monster Inoue. He's not as big a draw and have as many people interested in him as Errol Spence. He's on the level of Jamal Charlo. Maybe. And that's just the truth. But you guys want to get on people and call people haters and do all of this stuff. It never gets old busting you out, because if you walk up on me, I'll slap you for like 1,000 years. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. That doesn't get old. I don't mind being right. But you're not going to make me, I'm not about to be obviously wrong and have people sitting up there looking at me like, man, this guy's just wrong. Now, if you're somebody like Andre Ward, who said, what did he say? He said something like, you're just wrong, or you're missing it. That's what Andre Ward said. Well, my response to Andre Ward was this. What am I missing, champ? Enlighten me. If you can't enlighten me as to what I'm missing, what good does it do you to tell me that I'm missing something? You got to tell me. Once you give me a fact that I can put in to my opinion, I will take that fact and put it in my opinion. And if it alters the outcome, it alters the outcome. Easy. I don't have a problem with that. But you can't hold the information to yourself and then take issues with somebody and tell them that they're wrong because there's some information that you have that you're not willing to share to clarify the circumstance. You just have to sit there and accept that people are going to be wrong because you're not giving them the information to allow them to have a fully formed opinion. And that's what I say to Andre Ward. As far as Terrence Crawford saying something to me, I just say blessings to you, brother. I'm not hating on you. If you think I've lied to you, you think I've lied on you on purpose, no worry, call a lawyer for defamation. You just let me know exactly what lie I told and what the damages were. Because I want to know what the lie is. What was not true that I know is not true? And you're not ever going to hear that answer because it never happened. What you mean is you don't agree with my opinion, and you will know more than I know, but you actually have to say it. But if you say it and you contradict yourself, dude, don't put that on me. That's on you. Haven't these fighters realized paying these YouTube channels have ended in nothing but bad results? Bud and Haney fights, no one cares. Dude, sometimes I don't even think that they're really trying to even pay them. They just intimidate them. I just think they try to intimidate them. John Bowie said, fighters that can pay these channels that peddles BS, insult real boxing fans, some of them are not getting paid, bro. Some of them are not getting paid. But here's the thing, bro. Peer pressure is a mug, bro. Peer pressure is a mug. Peer pressure is a mug. I don't succumb to peer pressure. I leave peer pressure. I'm telling you, there ain't no, I don't care. I'll tell you a story about a girlfriend that I had. The last girlfriend I had before I married my wife. She asked me to sell WEED because the guy, her other girl, her best friend's boyfriend, had a lot of spare money because he was selling, whatever. And I was like, okay, I'll be looking for a new girlfriend soon. Easy. As much as I love my wife, if my wife actually asked me to commit a crime that would put me in serious jeopardy, it's not happening. Some things ain't happening. Yeah, as soon as she said it, I was like, oh, looking for a new girlfriend. Right away. It's like a switch with me. It's like a switch. I'm telling you, with people, it's like a switch. I will love you to death. But if you do a certain something, that switch, I'm done with you. I was done with her. I mean, that day I was done with her. It was just a matter of, okay, how are we going to work? How am I going to, That's it. It's just some things you cannot do. You know what I mean? So nah, bro. Flustered this flusters me because it is definitely a great way to be able to positively affect young fighters and fighters that would get mistreated and would never really get the publicity that they need. It's a great way to do it. And you don't need to interview them. And I mean this. I don't need your interviews. I don't need your interviews. I don't. Anytime that I do an interview, I have less support when I do interviews. If I talk to you, it seriously, it costs me time. And I mean it. I don't need it. I don't need Shakur Stevenson. Don't need it. I don't need Devin Haney. I don't. Don't need Terrence Crawford. Don't need Errol Spence. All I need for them to do is fight. That's it. That's what I need. Anything above that, bro, I don't need your inside passes. I don't need your cosigns. I don't need Amanda Serrano telling people to subscribe. I ain't never had anybody tell anybody to subscribe to me. I don't need it. I don't need it. What I need is you. And I'm pointing at the person that I'm pointing this finger at. What I need on this channel to be successful is you. You. And that's it. And I hope that makes sense to anybody that really wants to do this. Don't take the easy way out. Don't take the easy way out. Don't. Those guys took the easy way out. And it has not gotten any better for them because of it. None. Not a lick better. Because of the easy route. It's not easy. Say what you want to say about Blue Blood. He don't take the easy route. That dude works his ass off. He works his ass off. He grinds. He does. Don't have to agree with everything he says, everything he does. Ain't my business to do it or not do it. But that man grinds every day. And that's just what it is. But there ain't no easy way. Anybody tries to tell you the easy way, it costs you big, man. There's always a convenience charge. Zenith 360 said, we learned this with Wilder and White. Hearn lied and said White was the Mando when he was just number one. We all argued against Eddie Hearn. And then Haney did the same thing as Hearn. And people switched positions. They added to the problem. Exactly. Exactly. You know that Dillian White is not the mandatory. We all knew Dillian White was not the mandatory. How come we don't know that with Devin Haney? How come we don't know that? Little man over there at True Media. I'll say his name. The easy way out. The easy way. Taking the easy way. The easy way. Long term is not going to work for you, buddy. Because as soon as you get an opinion, an actual opinion that's yours, and try to use it, you're fried. I am not going to be a hypocrite for anybody. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. I'm not going to live in a fantasy world for y'all and make a joke of myself. Yeah, I'm going to fight Terrence Crawford. Let's go, Terrence. Who would ever, if anybody tells you, and I mean this sincerely, if any of y'all in this channel jumped out and said, I'm going to go to Omaha, Nebraska, and I'm going to go whoop Terrence Crawford. Like I've said before, thank you, Zenith360. There are some things that may be true, but you shouldn't believe them because they're damn near impossible. That one. That one. Not going to do it, bro. Not going to do it. Co-signing something that Dougie Fisher says, unless it's stone cold true, not going to do it. But Dougie Fisher at least stays over there with it. Co-signing Steve Kim, unless I'm Arrow what? Oh, unless you're Arrow? No, I mean, dude, I don't think anybody's just going to whoop up on Terrence. I think Arrow's going to win by decision. I do. Because Terrence Crawford's going to lose a lot of rounds to him. I don't know, Fanon. I personally know so. Yeah, y'all know so. I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to happen for me. It ain't going to happen, so why would I say it? You all out thinking me. It's not going to happen. I'm going to tell you right now, you word playing with me ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. Nope. Not going to work. I've learned too many hard lessons in life, bro. It's not going to work. I've worked for some very cold-blooded people. Very cold-blooded people. I know human beings are animals. So I have to be an animal. You're not going to get me. If I got to mute you, I'm going to mute you. That's what you was crying about. Oh, it's so easy to beat somebody when you mute you. Yeah, it is. That's why I muted his ass. Mute. Bully pulpit is real. If you can sit there and use a whole bunch of lies, if you can lie, tell half-truths, use a bunch of logical fallacies, I have no problem using this mute button. It's right here. Mute. If I was a boxer and you hit me with a low blow, I guarantee you I would swing for the fences on your gonads. Oh, that's 2 low blows? No worries. Yep. Oh, and everybody would do this. Oh, and you'd be laying over there spitting up something. That's intentional. Yeah, it was. It's going to be intentional again if you hit me low. You're acting bipolar. You don't know what that means, dummy. You either are bipolar or you're not bipolar. I act bipolar. Thank you very much. Leave you alone. See you later. You a psychiatrist all of a sudden? I'm just telling you, that's exactly what I'm doing. But if you mean that I'm not playing with you, no, I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with you. I'll talk, dude, I can sit down and talk for 5 hours nonstop without a problem. No worries. Do not even have to think. Don't have to plan it out. None of that. If you cheat me, I'll cheat you. I don't have a problem with it. If you don't tell me the truth, I don't owe you the truth. That's the rule. What? If you steal from me, I'm going to steal it right back. If you steal from me, I'll steal from you. It doesn't matter to me. I've told this is on YouTube channels. There are people that stole so much YouTube, so many ideas from me. It was ridiculous. So I was like, okay, really? Okay, no worries. I like that idea. Give it to me. You think I care? Like, oh, okay. You think I'm just gonna sit around and let you copy everything that I do, and you go get something I like, and I'm not gonna snatch that right off your chest? Yes, I will. If you walk around, take my chain off my chest. If I see your ass slipping, I'm gonna snatch your chain right off your chest and take your shoes and your socks and pistol whip you and spit in your face. All of it. I will do all of it to you. If you do that to me, I'm doing it to you. Because that's the rules. You've already shown me what you think is acceptable. So you know the rules. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Well, you did it to me, so you must want it. You did it to me, you must want it. No, I'm not violent. I'm just telling you the truth. Just telling you the truth. That's the world. But that's what everybody does. So don't think you getting slick is going to keep somebody else from getting slick with you. Like that girl. What's that girl's name that plays for Iowa? What's the girl's name that plays for Iowa? I thought that whole thing was hilarious, man. I thought that whole thing, I thought that was hilarious. That white girl did this, and then the next day that girl, the other girl from LSU looked at her like, that's what you get. And then they're crying about it. That's what she gets. You run around talking about, you can't guard me, you can't guard me. What you think people are going to do when they whoop you? You can't guard me, you can't guard me. What? That's the language you speak. That's what you want to do. That's what we're going to do. That's why I loved Andre Ward as a fighter. I loved it. Anytime you hit Andre Ward low, you did anything, he immediately gave it back to you. Immediately. That's why I loved Ali. As soon as you rabbit punch Ali, you know what Ali do to you? He will rub your face on the ropes. He will literally stick his hand out there, grab you, rub him on the ropes. What? That's what you want to do. That's what Deontay should have done to Tyson Fury. Soon as Tyson Fury grabbed him, hit him low, he should have done the same thing. Yam! Right to him. Because that lets you know, bro, we know the game. How are you gonna play this? How are you gonna play this? How are you gonna play this? You let me know. Is this a fair fight or what's up? This a fair fight or not? Oh, if it's not a fair fight, no worries. I'm going to be on that roof. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, it's going down like that, and it has to go down like that. No worries, Newt. I'm not going to learn anything about a handgun. No. I'm not looking for a hand one. I'm looking for a long-range one. I'm going to be up in that tree 2 days before, 2 days early, sitting up in that tree. Okay? Waiting on you, homie. No, you guys got life twisted up. You got life twisted. No, man. That's what happens when you're full of it, bro. And that frustrates me. So if you want to bring it back home before I get off, if you want to say, you want to call me this, call me that, do this, do that, no worries, bro. I'm going to let all the truth roll. I'll let all the truth roll. No worries. Trust you me. I'm never going to be in a situation where a fighter or a camp is going to actually disrespect me and try to bully me, because that's what Terrence Crawford did. He tried to bully me. That's all. He just tried to bully me. That's a bully move. You're the big name boxer. You know, everybody knows you, so you're going to disrespect me in front of a lot of people. Okay, whatever. I don't care about a lot of people, because guess what? Dude, I got 100,000 subscribers, like 109,000 subscribers, right? Maybe, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 of them may watch a video, may, 8, 9, 7, 8,000, depending on the day, comes by. Those are the only people I care about, is these guys right here. This guy. This is who I care about. James Wade said, too many can dish it out, but can't take it. Exactly, but too many people take it and don't dish it out. I mean that. Many people take it and don't dish it out. You got me twisted. Nah, bro. If you can give it, you can take it. And I'm not going to be sitting here and letting you just run over me. Hey, brother. Love you, brother. No, you don't. You don't love me. Let's not even act for a second like you love me. You don't love me. I don't love you. No need to playing with that. You don't love me. You're not my brother because I know my mama. My mama told me I got a brother. You're not him. So you're not my brother. Colloquially speaking, and as I said, that is a nice phrase to say, hey, let me be brotherly to you. You know, I ain't trying to hear none of that, man. He said, hey, man, Fanon, thanks for the extra time, brother. Got to get some rest. We could do this tomorrow. Love you guys. Have an awesome Tuesday. Yes, sir, brother. Thank you, David Williams. Yeah, man, I want to get this. I want to do this thing so I don't have to work all day today. Fanon, all I know is Bud and Arrow is happening. I never gave up for this reason. Hey, Rick Timms, and hey, let's hope so. We'll see. But look, man, I got to get out of here, man. Much love, bro, in the chat, in the super chats. I went a little bit longer because thank you, Fahim Sator, for asking me. And Fahim, you owe me $50 if this fight gets made because I'm willing to bet now, Fahim. I am willing. I would bet $50 it would happen. But anyway, I wouldn't even take your money, bro. I wouldn't even take your money if it did happen, man. I just got so much appreciation for Fahim Sator, bro. Fanon, did you hear that Amir Khan popped hot after the Brook fight? Why are we just learning this? Because it's an Eddie Hearn, because it's on an Eddie Hearn card. Because it was an Eddie Hearn card. Oh, that the Errol and Terrence fight happened. Because, man, I was saying for a long time he wouldn't duck the fight. But he did. And it was so disappointing. But anyway, it is what it is, man. Much love to everybody in the chat, everybody in the super chat. With that, I got to get up out of here, man. Duseki's in his mug. Yep, suspended for 2 years. Amir Khan is suspended for 2 years. It say the cash. What is that? Hold on one second, man. Let me check Cash App real quick. Thank y'all for chopping it up with me today, man. I got a little bit heated on that topic, but it's just, it is what it is. Sometimes you got, hey, man, much love to my guy, man, upper echelon right here, man. Shalom King. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, brother, for the $2 holler. Thank you, man. And my guy said, keep it. My guy, Big Ray. That's all I'm gonna say is keep it a real, big dog. Channel is great 100. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. And thank you to everybody that supports in the channel, man. I know it ain't always easy, and sometimes people want to and they can't. You know what I mean? But thank you guys for allowing it to be prosperous. Thank you for me. Thank each and every one of you guys for allowing me to have this platform and participating on this platform with me. I think it's valuable for us. It's definitely valuable for me. And I think it's valuable for the people that come on. At least I try to make it that way. Bald con artist, whatever, man. It is what it is, bro. Thank you, man. Appreciate you for leaving that chat and getting blocked on the way out. Stop using up all these aspects. Government trying to freeze my assets, Fanon. Get a cash business. Get a cash business and a shovel. Anyway, much love to the chat. Much love to the super chat. I got to get up out of here, brother. Duseki's in this mug. Peace. And Rick Timms, you the man, bro. You the man, Rick Timms.